Oh dear. Hello. Welcome to Paul's Beer Reviews. I hope you're doing well. As ever, I am Paul, and this is the lovely Abby.
Hello.
It's Saturday afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. It's kickoff time, isn't it? It's kickoff time. Phil Smith is already in. Bring on the sausage. Lol! That's the first lol of the afternoon. Fantastic. Phil, is the bar open yet? It's definitely open. It is definitely open. How are we both, Phil and Phil? How are we both?
Phil and Phil.
What are we drinking? I hope you're drinking. We can't be the only people that are drinking, right? It's 3 o'clock, and it's it's beer o'clock somewhere, right? So we might as well make it now and here. And I'm going to crack on with a beer from St Austell. I'm going Cornish this afternoon. St Austell, and I'm going for their METRE stouts, bottle conditioned, complex and flavoursome. Apparently, 4.5% ABV. Let's get this bad boy open.
I'm just on Pepsi Max Cherry right now.
Soft drinks for the lady.
Because I've got to drive.
Got to drive.
I've got to drive later, so I'm not on the alcohol.
You're being responsible. You're being responsible.
I am.
You have to respect that.
However, I haven't forgotten Phil number one.
Phil number one.
We are getting the gin. I was thinking maybe next Saturday, let me know Phil number one. Or is it Phil number two? That's Phil number one because he was Phil first, wasn't
Philip Smith, innit? Philip Smith.
He was first in the chat. You're going Phil number one.
Philip Smith's in. And he's in. And another Phil. Got two Phils. Phil.
Two Phils.
God. It's the biggest 500ml bottle ever. This beer just keeps coming. It's supposed to be a pint glass.
Paul should be good as he's just pouring a bit. He is.
I'm happy he's Larry now.
He's going to be even happier in about, what are we on, 2 minutes when the giant sausage comes out.
Sausage is coming. The big sausage is coming.
Oh,
it is coming. We've got a 2 metre long piggy blanket. The one I was moaning about last week that I couldn't get. It is on its way. It's about to come out of the oven. And I've got, I've just opened the METRE stout from St Austell. And I've got some barbecue sauce when I was down in St Austell recently. And it's got the METRE stout in the barbecue sauce. We're going to be having a bit of that with our pig in blanket. Proper classy this afternoon. We're going for it. Scott put lol at 7:04 this morning on chat. I did it at 8:30. Oh, so Scott won.
Scott did. Was that what time it was? 7:04 this morning.
He's keen.
I saw that you commented on it.
He's keen. Scott is keen.
That was when I looked this morning, wasn't it?
Up at the crack of dawn. It was probably up to see if Jonathan was doing a live first thing this morning. I did wonder when I woke up. I put on YouTube to see if Jonathan was doing a live beer. Gas Thompson 86. How are you both? We're good, mate. We're good. Hope you are well, mate. Hope you're well. Favourite beer at the moment, Paul? My favourite beer at the moment.
What's your favourite?
God, every time someone asks me that.
Smiley face one.
The smiley face one, the Omnipolo one. It would, it would be my favourite beer, but it's £8 a pop, that one, so it's not my favourite beer. I think Loch Lomond Brave Hop is probably my favourite beer at the moment because you can get it in Lidl for like £1.80 a can, and it's just a really, really good IPA, just a solid IPA. In fact, it's beyond solid. It's a fantastic IPA. If you like Life and Death by Vocation, then this one's right up your street. It's £1.79 for a 440ml can from Lidl. So, yeah, Loch Lomond Brave Hop, I would say, is probably my favourite beer at the moment. Great beer, great taste. Job done. Phil was cracked into a wild beer. Pogo, nicely done, my friend. I'm going to get stuck into this St Austell stout. So, cheers, everyone.
We have got no seconds left. I'm going to go and get the giant sausage out of the oven. I'll be back. Oh, smoke out my.
That's nice. Nice light roasted malts I'm getting on that one. Very nice. Simo's in. Hello, mate. How you doing? Gazzy's from Glasgow. A good variety of them up there. Good. Yeah, I went into Loch Lomond this year. They've been one of my favourite breweries this year. They've really, really been good. All the stuff you've been getting from Lidl's been absolutely fantastic. Thomas is in. Hello, Thomas. How are you, mate? The Loch Lomond stuff is on the main beer shelf, so it looks good to me.
Yeah.
Looks good to me. Looks a picture. The Loch Lomond stuff is on the main beer shelf, so I'm going to say Heart of the beer age, yeah. But the Brave Hop is down here anyway, down south. The Brave Hop is on the main beer shelf now. The other ones have kind of come and gone. The Southern Summit that I really like, that was gone. That was a middle shelf special, that one. Yeah, Brave Hop. I'll every time I go to Lidl, I pick up half a dozen cans of that. It's lovely stuff, really good stuff. Phil, I've got to start commenting. Here we go. Phil, so I have to say, Paul, you did well. It surprised me when you were still going and popped into Alan Fiona's channel after visiting the Outlaws. It was a long day of drinking, and then I had to get out for work the next morning. Happy days. Happy days. Hey, Shark Home Brewing, how are you, sir? How are you? How are you doing in LA? Is it like 8 o'clock in the morning over there? If it is, fair play to you. Fair play to you. Respect to you, my friend. Scotty's in. All right, you big sausage. Hello, son. Hello, son. And there's a lull. There's another lull. That's the lull count. Is that 2? 2 on the lull count. We're flying now. We're flying. I hope you're doing all right, Scott. Scott is on from 6 today. He's got the Christmas special over at Beer Wonder. So hopefully everyone's got their Christmas jumpers ready for that one. I know I have. Ready to go with that one. Philip Smith says they have 4 new beers on the shelf. I think one is Stewart Brewing. Yeah, Stewart Brewing, a brewery I've never really been that convinced with. Never really been that convinced with. I can't think off the top of my head one Stewart Brewing beer that I've really kind of thought, yeah, awesome. And I want to drink more. I want to drink more. They're a bit of an average one for me, Stewart Brewing. They really are. Oh, it's 7 a.m. Wow. 7 a.m. in LA. And Shark Home Brewing. Are you drinking? Are you drinking? Or are you on the coffee at the moment? What are you getting down, you mate? Phil Swift just saying Scott was on early this morning with the lulls. Excuse me. Is it getting dark in here now? Has the sun gone behind the door? That's not too. That's bad. The sun is beaming right through the window to the right of us. We're thinking, can we do it? Can we do it?
Right. Are we ready for this?
Are we ready? Here
Look
it is.
at this giant sausage. Hopefully,
There's the big sausage.
It's proper greasy. It's like dripping out.
There's the big
I
sausage.
cannot tilt that too much. Can we see it?
That looks pretty special. That looks pretty special.
Delish.
Nice. That is a 2 metre long pig in blanket, apparently. It's got a bit of weight to it.
It has.
Did I
drip it?
Little dribble.
Told you, it's full of grease.
Never mind. But yeah, it certainly looks tasty enough. It looks tasty enough. Abby, you lit up like an angel when you open that curtain there. Low.
Not today. I'm having a real bad hair day.
Low. Everyone needs an early morning. Low. When did we start talking like this? When did we start?
When Philip said low.
Low. Low.
I don't know how we got it. It was just low.
Low. What's everyone drinking, by the way? I know.
Get some Northern Grey.
I know Phil's on the Pogo.
Absolutely.
He's on the Pogo by Wild Beer. Phil. He says, get some Northern gravy on it. What do they do gravy? What do they do gravy with sausages? We're going barbecue sauce. I've got some barbecue sauce to match the beer. I've got the Menadoo Stouts barbecue sauce from St. Austell to match this rather tasty stout. Very nice.
I don't know, this thing makes me nervous.
Makes you nervous?
It does.
Just cut through it, see what it makes.
No, what I mean, like, because the outside is like well crispy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the inside's just greasy.
It's exposed.
What do you want me to do? Cut it like a pizza?
I was supposed to just cut through in the middle of it. We'll be able to kind of take it apart then, won't we? How do you tackle a 2 metre pig in blanket?
Well, it just goes into little sausages, doesn't it? If you just cut it like a pizza.
Yeah, I suppose we'll do that then. Try that then. Whilst Abby's busy cutting. So it's my fault. Low. Shark says that sausage will go with my orange juice. It's on the OJ.
I lost his tip.
Healthy. It's gone on the AG. OJ? Give me words out. OJ.
If you ever have to drink it.
Simo is on the Star of Prammon at the moment. Why not? Half decent pilsner, that one.
I don't know how to do this.
For Twisted Knots IPA from Lidl. Twisted Knots. Who does that one? Twisted Knots IPA. I think I've seen that one. Scott is dry at the moment. He's saving himself for later.
There you go.
Probably a good idea.
Have a pig in blanket pizza
Have
slice.
a slice of pig in blanket. That's surreal. There's a pig in blanket in a slice of a pizza slice. Cutting edge content here. Simo, sausage and gravy all the way. Northern thing, isn't it? It's a northern thing. You have gravy on everything, don't you? Gravy on your cornflakes, isn't it? Correct, Simo. Shark said, if I had a vice beer, I could make a beer moser. Oh dear. So I'm shocked that Scott's gone dry. Scott has gone dry. He's saving himself for the evening. He's saving himself for the evening. Oh, I'm gonna have a go at this pig in blanket. There's the edge of this pig in blanket. It's really dark on screen, but it's not that dark, I promise you. It's not that dark.
Oh, the outside is darker than the inside.
Meat looks nice and cooked. Let's get stuck in.
I mean, it tastes like a pig in blanket.
That's not bad, actually. Pizza, I'm half expecting the meat to be really bad, but it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. One with the red octopus on it. Is it the one in the can? The little 330 cans?
No, you haven't missed it.
No.
Paul is absolutely terrified.
I'm trying to do it on a day where I know I haven't got to be up early the next morning because I'm worried about the effect it's going to have. But I haven't had it yet, but I will be. We'll be doing it, and that video will be up soon.
Ooh.
It's only a little bag of chili. Yeah. I've heard other stories. Hatherwood do it. A plunged orange as well, 330ml cans. Is it a new one? Definitely not seen it. Tommy, hello, sir. I hope you two are well. Have a great night. We're doing well. We're doing well.
All right.
I think I'm in for the day now. Abby's going out in a bit, but I'm on the booze now. So that's me for the day. I've done my work.
I mean,
What?
Is this was this worth it?
Probably not. No, probably not.
Have you not told them the story of what you made me do?
Oh yeah, we both went out to two separate Aldi stores Thursday morning to get this.
At what time?
Did
I have to get up?
7:30.
God, 7:30 on my day off.
7:30.
And I had to get up
He's running and
rush to Aldi to get a giant sausage.
So we went to two different Aldi stores. We were determined to get it this week after missing it last week. But it worked. It worked.
Dude, we got one.
Trouble is, you buggers go live, and I think, ooh, could have just one. Go on, Scott, just one. Just have a stout or something. Something general. Something general. Got it.
I'll just try to have a little sniff, and that was really went straight up my nose.
So we're going for the Menadu, the stout barbecue sauce from St. Austell. We're going to stick it in. Voila.
Have some kitchen roll for when you're...
Delicious. Oh, that's nice.
It's gone dark again. What is that?
Yeah, I'll do, innit? Yeah, I'll do.
What is the sausage? Did we read it? Is it just a normal sausage?
Just a normal sausage. I think the pork content on sausage is particularly high. Get a beer down your Scott, so Simo, definitely.
Quite fatty bacon, to be honest.
Not is 99p, 5.5%, and the orange is 125. That's 6%. And that's in Aldi, is it? Was that Lidl? I have to watch my words today so I don't get a YouTube timeout like I did on Lord's Brewing Live the other day. We all got in trouble with that one the other night. We got about 21 copyright strikes, I think. It descended into chaos. But it was good fun, though. It's good fun, though. Yeah, Red Octopus has been part of their core for donkeys. Yeah, I must have missed that one. Lidl. It is Lidl. That's cheap and cheerful. All right, Tommy. Hope you're well, mate. Ignore the last comment. Press send by mistake. Something with your eyes, Scott. Definitely Lidl, says Phil. I will look out for it. I will look out for that. I will look out for it.
What are we looking out for? Sorry, I missed that. I was too busy enjoying my sausage. So.
Got red octopus on the can.
Oh.
From Hatherwood in Lidl.
You trying to find Scott's message now?
No.
Oh.
No.
That he accidentally sent.
That Lord's Live was brilliant. I had a laugh. It was good for a couple of hours. I don't know what happened. It just kind of descended into madness. We decided to start doing. Went down a nostalgia trip. We started going on about the great theme tunes of TV shows and cartoons and things over the 80s. And before we knew it, we was on YouTube getting the videos up so everyone could guess what it was. And yeah, fair to say, John got quite a few copyright strikes for that one. So, but it was good fun though. Everyone had a good time. So yeah, that was good. It was worth it. It was well worth it. Well worth it. What are you drinking tonight, Scott? Was that photo on Instagram? Is that a keg of something from Stag and Really Good? Is that the one you're on tonight? I'm sure he's got a keg in for tonight.
Has he?
So just the 8 or 9 pints for you tonight, son. I'll be interested in reviewing those 2 beers. I've had loads of them. Great for the price. I think I've always been a little bit put off by the cans. I had one when Hatherwood first went into cans. I can't remember.
These down for you.
I can't remember what was on it. Was it like a hammerhead shark on it or something like that? I can't remember what the beer was, but I thought it was blooming horrible. So I don't think I've picked up another one of the Hatherwood craft cans since. I think it put me off, but I do need to get back on the horse with that because they can't be as bad as the Aldi ones, can they? Surely not. Surely not. Has everyone done their Christmas shopping? I was just thinking it's actually getting close now, isn't it? We've had this tree up for 6 months, and now it's actually really close to Christmas, and I'm thinking, have we done any shopping or nothing? Need to prepare.
This is proper fatty bacon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the best, is it? It's not the best. Yeah, it's got a keg of Stag and Really Good, 4.5% Citra IPA. Oh, nice. Called No Beer Budget. Citra IPA. Sounds perfect.
That's really nice.
At 4.5% as well. Perfect.
That is a tasty barbecue sauce.
There is a tasty burger.
You're drinking the beer that matches it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, the beer. The bacon just kind of falls apart, doesn't it?
It does, but it's proper fatty bacon.
Mm.
And it just ruins it a little bit.
Mm. Yeah, the pig in blanket is a bit average, if I'm honest, but there's plenty of it. So we'll be eating that for the next couple of days.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Aldi have ruined beer. Step up, Aldi. What are you doing? My sentiments exactly, Philip. They've destroyed what was my go-to lager. So I'm now going to have to elect a new Paul's Beer Reviews go-to lager, which is shocking. And a pain in the backside as well.
Oh, Scott says 5 litre keg was £22.
22 quid. I want to order. I want a keg of ESB from Fuller's in the house for Christmas.
Phil says I keep getting deliveries of beer. I will be ready for Christmas. Yeah, we had a delivery of beer today.
Just had my latest beer 52 turn up this morning.
I got excited. I thought I had something left for me in the cupboard, but no, it was yours.
Mine. More beer for me.
I keep losing the chat. Arr.
Where's it keep going?
I don't know. Where's it going? Disappearing.
Gone.
Chat's gone mad on my TV. Keep repeating the same message. Oh, is everyone having problems?
Is it YouTube messing about?
YouTube.
I'm assuming it's all good to send. I've had that lately, though. I've been watching other people's lives, and I've had people's messages from earlier on coming back on the screen. I've had loads of people moaning about YouTube lately in their live streams. But it's all good our end, as far as we're aware. As far as we're aware, it's all good.
I just cannot get this light proper.
Persevere. You turn that kitchen light on.
Got the pitch mark.
Yeah. That's a bit better. That's a bit better.
Is that better? Can you see us?
Oh, we're glowing now. We're glowing. We're beautiful. We're beautiful.
Oh.
Simo, if your beer 52 turned up, mine shouldn't be far behind. Yep, hopefully. So I spoke to you the other day about it, didn't I, mate? It's just that I got an email from them saying that there was a delay with the deliveries this month because the money came out about a week ago. And normally when the money comes out, you usually get the beer like the day after. But they did email saying there was a delay with deliveries this month.
God, I should have left a Christmas card for the lady that delivers it.
Should have done.
Should have done.
Bless her. But we were at work, so. Phil's on a hop skip juice. Cracking beer. One of my favourite beers of the year, that one. Just such a sessionable beer. So easy drinking. Vocation again, though, isn't it? Vocation, don't very often get it wrong. I've got bacon stuck in my teeth.
Oh, yeah. But we've not even got halfway through it.
No. I'm not really sure how much of it I want to eat right now. Yeah, hop skipper juice, cracking beer from Vocation. Definitely one of the best beers that I've had this year. Love it. Really, really good stuff. Really good. What's everyone's, if you could do a short list, like your 5 favourite beers of this year, could you do it? If so, go for it. Top 5 beers of 2020 so far. We've still got a couple of weeks left.
We have.
I'd have Aeon, Omnipollo, Brave Hop, Loch Lomond. I'd have, what else should I have? Once you get past them two, it gets tricky.
Does it?
Does. What else have I
I mean,
really...
you've got plenty to choose from anyway.
What else have I really, really enjoyed? Pondera I really liked. The for Thornbridge and Firestone Walker collab. That was a really good beer. Really enjoyed that. And I've had a few of them as well, and they're all good as well. So it wasn't just like a fluke. Just really good beers.
Doom Bar.
First ever Doom Bar.
Got from Lidl. Not seen it in there before. Do Lidl do Doom Bar?
Doom Bar, I think they do, yeah.
Oh.
From...
That's what Dad always has in the fridge.
Doom Bar, yeah.
He's always got a Doom Bar in the fridge.
He always does have that knocking around, doesn't he? Peter's still waiting on my beer 52. Got a pack of Salt Crash to watch. Nice.
Fabulous.
Salt have had a good year, haven't they? They've had a good year. They've been into the supermarkets this year. They're a good brewery. That ICAT thing raised a bit of a storm, didn't it, earlier in the year? Sort of early summer.
Has the chat sorted itself out now? Phil number 1, Philip. Was it you that was having troubles? And Scott, I think it was.
Not too sure. Yeah, Doom Bar is one of those. I'll drink it if it's there, but it's not one I'll very often go out and get myself. It's quite it's a bit light. It's almost like trying to be an ale and a lager together. It's kind of got the mouthfeel of a lager with a kind of a slight maltiness you'd expect from an ale. And not sure it does either great, but it's all right. It's all right, you know.
Indeed.
This is quite light. In terms of body, it's quite thin. There's loads of character to it, though. Loads of maltiness to it. Smoky maltiness, roasted malt in it. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's another brewery that I think very rarely get it wrong. St. Austell. Down in Cornwall. I like their beers.
Oh, you've got to put this in the fridge after you open it.
I'm not surprised if it's got a bit of alcohol in it. Too many beers to choose from. Loads of good beers and good breweries this year. Yeah, definitely. So every time someone says to me, like, you know, what's been your favourite beer this year, or what's your favourite beer right now, sort of thing, I'm just like, it's like, I have no idea. I try and go back in my brain and think, what beers have I given 10s to in the last 12 months, you know? There's been some belters. There really has been some belters. There's been some shockers as well, but there's been some belters.
Skipped one. Chat's okay. Fabulous.
Excellent. Oh, North Star. That was a good beer. SG5 from Staggeringly Good. Steady Rolling Man. I've got a can of that in the fridge. Tram. I've not had Tram. That's never come into our local Sainsbury's yet. Or was that a Morrison's one? I can't remember now. Excuse me. A 15-mile round trip. That was quite a good beer. I didn't review it. I just nicked it when I was watching. I think I was watching one of your lives, funnily enough, and I nicked that one. That was a nice beer. I like that North Bridge one they did as well. West Yorkshireman's in. He's on the Silver Spur. What a beer that is. What a beer that is. That is a genuinely lovely pale ale from Lord's Brewing. Cheers, my friend. North Star Roaster Coaster. Roaster Coaster's a nice one as well.
Worst beer you've had this year?
Orange Boom.
Is that the one you poured down the sink?
Orange Boom.
There was one you poured down the sink.
There's been a couple I've poured down the sink. Orange Boom was one of them. I couldn't finish it.
There was definitely one that I remember you were like, no, pouring that down the sink.
Yeah. I think it was both the Orange. I'm not sure if I finished either of the Orange Booms. They were bad.
Did you not?
No. Bad beers.
Live stream is fine here. I have several good Pilsners from local breweries.
If you could recommend really good breweries in LA, Sharkcombe Brewing, what would they be without criticising your own work?
My top beer has to be the new Rhinebacker in Aldi.
Low. Oh, destroyed.
Yeah.
Such a good beer. Such a shame. It really is. I've been having this conversation with people all week. It's just, why didn't they just put the price up and just say, look, we needed to put the price up to maintain the recipe, rather than changing the recipe and keeping the price the same and pretending they've not done anything.
I mean, he just says, I'm joking, Paul. Low.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
With the pubs being shut so much this year, I've had more money to spend on dearer and more varied beers. It's been a good year to try new ones. It has.
Definitely. I think I've been the same. The beer money that I've spent this year has been spent on better beers. Definitely. Because when you go into the pubs I go to, they're very limited. You go in there and I'll usually be drinking a Stella, to be fair, or an Amstel. And once you've had that, you've had it. You know what I mean? You know what you get with that. And you often feel a bit rubbish the next day. So I spent more money on better beers from supermarkets and beer shops this year, definitely.
Desperado was down the sink. Yeah,
I think Desperado did end up down the sink.
Did it end up?
I think it did. I can't remember the full video.
You must have done all these ones when I wasn't here then. I only ever remember you pouring one down the sink.
I do most of my beer reviews when you're here, to be fair.
Oh, you do? I like to be out the way.
Yeah. Peaky Blinders Stout was shocking. Yeah, I've bought that the last 2 Christmases, and I drank a bottle of it the other night. I think when I was watching Simon on Tuesday, and I was drinking that, and I kind of forgot I was drinking it. That was the only way I could sort of remember it. It was just like I forgot I was drinking it. There was like no flavour to it. Beer wonder, turn it up to 11 has to be one of the worst. Turn it up to 11. Tiny Rebel Fruit Machine, couldn't finish that. Nasty sour.
I won't try that one then.
Forgot about that. Yeah, just the worst beers I've had have both been from Orange Boom, I think, this year. Just really poor.
I was going to try that Peaky Blinders. Is it that bad?
I just found it a bit flavourless. It's just a bit flavourless.
Desperado is our second most watched video. Yeah, I think it's quite popular for you, isn't
it? It is massive, yeah.
Didn't everyone not agree with you?
I've had some proper rubbish comments off of that video. People who genuinely love it, like it's their favourite drink. And I had a bloke goes, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's great. You don't even know how to open a bottle and all that. I was just like, whoa. People get well defensive about Desperados. It's an alco pop. It's a girl's drink.
So it's got, what is it, tequila flavour?
There's not even tequila in it. It says on the bottle, you read it, it says tequila flavoured. It's not actually got tequila in it. It's a joke. It's a lie. The whole thing is a lie.
It's a lie.
Don't waste your money. It's a lie.
Can I interest you in a lovely can of Future Proof? That's to Scott.
You know what? I've still not tried that Future Proof. I was so put off by the reviews. I've still not tried it.
There's a ha at the end.
Yeah, it has become a bit of a joke.
To crack a Holston Pils. Love a Holston, even if they sponsor your joke team.
Holston Pils is still a good beer. Don't care what anyone says. Don't care what anyone says.
I don't get sour beers. Had a few in my beer 52 box. Hated all of them.
You like a sour?
I like sour beers. Not all of them though. They did. What was the one that I didn't like from Mad Squirrel? Oh, pomegranate. That was not very nice.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I'm sure it was pomegranate.
You sure it's not on about the Radler you didn't like?
Oh, was it a Radler?
The Radler you didn't like. That wasn't a good Radler.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice either.
That was a grapefruit. It was a grapefruit Radler, wasn't it?
Oh, was it grapefruit?
Yeah, it was a grapefruit Radler.
Oh, I got that completely wrong. I don't know where I got pomegranate from.
No, I like a lemon. You know, a Radler's got to have a bit of lemon in it.
I don't like all sours. Oh, we're on about the fight now.
Yes, tonight, isn't it? AJ. I don't like him anymore. I wouldn't mind seeing him getting knocked out, but I don't think it's going to happen. Location Blueberry Waffle Breakfast Beer. The version 2, yeah, that was nice. The version 2 was good. 2.0, whatever. Or Desperado hate is a thing. They get well defensive. They do. I didn't even know. But I've had loads of crappy messages since I've done that video. Yeah, future proof, wasted cash. $24.95 should you wish to actually pay for it. 25 quid to watch a boxing match.
What?
That's madness.
Other viewing options available.
Yeah. Sort out a stream, Taylor.
Can't advertise it. But,
yeah, don't put it up on it for Christ's sake.
I've definitely spent money on quality over quantity during lockdown. Just got an order from Trembling Madness, all between 8 to 11% imperial stouts and porters.
Nice.
I mean, if I left Paul alone for too long, he'd probably do the same thing.
Tis the season. Tis the season for stouts and porters, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I don't think we can actually go to a shop without you looking.
No.
You like to look.
Yes.
Every time without fail.
Yes.
The beer aisle. Next time, I'm just going to drop you off at the beer aisle. Go and do the shop, and I'll come and collect you at the end.
You shouldn't let me in shops, really.
I'll do a tannoy. There we go. Get a tannoy saying, "Can Paul please come to the customer service desk to find your carer?"
So we know where he is. Can you just send someone to get him?
Come Paul in the beer aisle, please.
Vorsteiner, great beer. Do like Vorsteiner.
Dear.
Cracking beer. 660ml bottles for £8. It's bargain, isn't it? £2 for one of them. Brilliant.
I think AJ could be in a bit of trouble tonight. Possibly.
Let's hope so.
West Yorkshireman, that sounds great.
That sounds good. Low. 3 lows there. Flying with the lows now.
Lots of laughing out loud. Do you know
Lots of LOLs.
I think next Saturday's live should just be called low.
I think we should. The next Saturday's live stream
live, it's just low.
will be called LOL Live.
Low live. So happy to see you guys.
I got Canadian. Hello.
I mean, I'd like to say the same, but I can't actually see you. So
it'd be lovely to see you. How are you, mate? Are you good? How is things in Canada land?
Oh, I've got to go in a minute.
A lot of good ones. Do several pub crawls. We were meant to go to LA this year before all this kicked off, and we were kind of planning. Brewery tours. So we've got El Segundo. That's where they make broken skulls.
Planning everything.
Smack your knuckle.
No, it was a knife.
El Segundo. That's where they make the broken skull one, isn't it? Stone Cold Steve Austin IPA.
Segundo.
El Segundo. Let's say it properly. Segundo. El Segundo. Got to say it like that, right? El Segundo. Smog City, I've heard of them. Green Cheek, I've not heard of them. Or Bottle Logic. Or Stereo Brewing. They sound great. They sound great. I'm going to have to make a note of those.
The beer aisle is the best part about going shopping.
It's the only good bit about
shopping. It is, but when you've got to stand there and wait for Paul to decide what beer he wants, it can get a bit boring.
Or when you go into a supermarket and you're hungry and you just you pick something up and eat it, and then when you get to the till and you've got to put an empty box down. And
when have you done that?
You ever done that? I've done that before. I bought a sandwich once and I was walking around because there was more shopping going on. I ate the sandwich and just put the empty box on the belt.
Better than the World Food Art. I mean, isn't that where all the really expensive stuff is?
Overpriced Pringles, pizza flavour Pringles are
really
£3 a pot because they're from.
You get giant marshmallows, but they charge you a fortune for it just because it's like an American candy.
Yeah. Yes, low live. We're doing it.
Yeah, we are. That's
next
what it's going to be called.
That's the title. That's the title of the stream next week.
Well, every week Paul
low.
says to me, "What should we call the live?" And I said it had to have something to do with a sausage in it.
Low burp live.
So next week we'll have low.
Low. So local
Phil's
Lidl.
Done it.
Bereft of the pile of Belgian. They didn't last long. Yeah, I bought one, and if I'd known it was going to be as good as it was, I should have bought more. Should have bought more. Still got 2 beers left from it. To be fair, I've not been wolfing them down. Still got 2 beers left. But I definitely should have bought 2 boxes. Definitely, at least. Scott says, still trying to get the bloody Broken Skull. Same, mate. I really want that. I really, really want Broken Skull. It's just, it's a sheer novelty. Steve Austin IPA. Icon Canadian says, it's getting cold. Winter is knocking on the door. Winter was knocking on the door earlier this week, and now it's kind of warmed up again, isn't it?
Yeah,
we
how's actually?
we had a bit of rain overnight. It's just grey, and it's about 9 degrees here at the moment. Early in the week, it didn't get over 2. It was freezing Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was warmer this Saturday than it was last Saturday because I was freezing in the hall last week.
Yeah.
And this week I was.
It was really cold last weekend into this week, and it's gradually warmed up again. We're kind of at Christmas temperature now. It's cloudy. It's about 8-9 degrees. I think we're kind of firmly stuck in Christmas temperatures now. Taters of the stars, don't get those in Lidl and Aldi. Every aisle is the world food aisle. It's true though, isn't it? It's true though. But I don't mind going into Aldi's and Lidl's this time of year because you get all the German Christmas treats and stuff like that.
I can't stand going into Aldi and Lidl just throughout the year.
I don't know. Perhaps it's just saying it. I just like the jumble sale thing. Maybe that's what it is. It's like the jumble sale effect of Lidl and Aldi. You just don't know what you're going to get. You never know.
I don't like Lidl and Aldi throughout the year, but I just can't do supermarkets at this time of year.
Yeah. But I pick the right time though. I normally go early or late.
Yeah, but if you go early, you get all the old people that are like, I'm going to get my Christmas shopping, and then they're like crashing into you with your trolley.
Nutters.
And then like later on, you get all the other idiots.
There's no respect amongst the elderly. No respect. Shoving the youth out of the way.
It's the ones at Christmas time that have 2 trolleys. Who does that?
Yeah, it's just insane.
Why'd you go around a supermarket carrying 2 trolleys or wheeling 2 trolleys?
Started shopping at Morrison's over Asda due to the beer aisle being far better. That's a good shout. The Asda beer aisle was just pointless. Absolutely pointless.
Yeah, you don't spend much time there.
No.
You literally go there for like 2 seconds.
That's the one shop where it doesn't last long, isn't it?
Yeah, you go to it and you don't really move much. You literally stand in the same corner for about 2 minutes.
I look
and
at
you're
it.
done.
I'm like, done. Leave again. Done. Like, I've had it all.
Right, I need to go because I need to make my way.
You got to go see your mate.
I've got to get there. Yeah, I've got to be there for 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm going to love you all and leave you all. And I will hopefully see you next week. Are we doing one next week? We're doing one next week.
Yeah, we'll do one next Saturday.
What's that? 19th. For the LOL live.
LOL live. That'll be the live before Christmas.
Philip Smith. I'm going to get that. What is it called? Bombay Bramble Gin. And I'm going to try it next Saturday. So if you want to join me,
I still got to get it as well.
If he wants to join me, he can join me.
Bombay at Sapphire.
Well, we're going to do it. It's Bombay Bramble, actually.
Bombay Bramble, right?
But it's the same people.
Same people, but different colour. So it's not Sapphire at all. Bramble.
Well, that's what it's called, Bombay Bramble. But
Bombay Bramble.
Same people.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Bombay Bramble. When you make it out of here, make sure you have a vehicle. Yeah, that's something else we want to do is hire a car. I want a Mustang, baby. Get around all the breweries. Yorkshire Brewing is another place to visit. Do a lot of car scale. Sounds fantastic. Sounds fantastic. You have to send me another message on Instagram with a list of these breweries because I will forget them. Hello all. Play some golf. Nice. Nice. Time for a few beers. Happy days. What are you drinking, Jack? How's your golf game? You got a handicap? Mine's not being able to play golf. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Oh dear, the dodgy jokes have come out.
Dodgy jokes. We had a Morrison's years ago and they closed it, and then Sainsbury's took the building. Now that's shutting. Andover is full of empty shops. That's not good, is it?
What's going on with their supermarket?
That's not good, is it? Why are they shutting them down? Surely supermarkets should be lasting. I think they'd be surviving it. I'm going to cut a bit off of this and we'll put it in the fridge before you go.
Would you like me to? Is that what you want me to do?
Please.
Done?
Yeah, that'll do me. That'll do me.
Oh, to be fair, it's still hot. I can't put it in the fridge yet.
I'll put it in a bit later and then.
I'll wrap it up.
Morrison's this year smashed it for me. I know Tesco were probably first to move, weren't they, with the whole craft beer can thing? But I think Morrison's have overtaken them this year. I really do. Beer Wonder jumble sale is brilliant in Lidl and now the only place you go for milk and come out with a blown up palm tree and a snorkel.
Yeah, if you want a load of
it's
rubbish,
so true. It's so true. You go down there and you literally go in there and think, I just need a couple of bits. You end up coming out with a generator and stuff like that. It just makes no sense whatsoever.
Right. I will see you later.
I'll see you in a bit.
And I'll see everyone next week.
Say goodbye to our fans.
Bye. See you for the LOL live.
The LOL live next
Sometime
Saturday.
next week.
Happy days. Been at 60 Fahrenheit and we're freezing. Oh dear. Turn the aircon off, man. So my brother lives in LA and he can't stand it. The fact he's always hot. He's always warm. He misses his seasons. Lido, how many times have you walked out with something from the middle aisle you didn't need? Oh, too many times. Too many times. Oh, she's back again.
Oh, yeah,
Did you have fun? Was it good?
I forgot the most important bit.
Oh. Definitely. Lord's Brewery coming with a super chat. Hello, my friend. Sausages. Sausages. Love it.
Hello, John.
Hey, John.
Bye,
How you doing,
John.
mate? Thanks for that, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for that. Right.
Yeah, Phil Smith, he says he's going to get the gin.
Fabulous.
Going to get it.
I'll enjoy it for next
He
week.
will sort that. So next week, you two are on the Bombay Bramble. No pressure. Happy days. Also, Tada, Abby. Thanks for coming. Tada, love. Tada. See you, Abby. Thanks for coming. You should go to Darlington. Just tattooists and sex shops. Sounds all right. Sounds like my kind of town. For Marks and Spencer's closed as well. Wow. What's going on around your way? Been there for donkey's years. The building's still empty. Mental. Lorraine, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. Abby's literally just left, but how are you? I am drinking, what am I drinking? Menadu Stouts from State Hostel, Cornish brewer, down in the West Country. Really good brewer. And this is their Stouts. And it's very nice too. It's a bit thin, but nice. Nice flavour to it. Handicap of 11. Woo! Look at you. That's not playing well. So beer is the answer. You'd be ashamed, Paul. Instead of today, got 4 cakes for free from a supplier. Happy days. Happy days. Free Stella. I can't complain. Can't complain about that, can you? Free Stella. Not too bad at all. Lidl was selling canoes. I don't think I've seen a canoe in my Lidl yet. If I do, I'll definitely get a picture of that bad boy. Johnny's saying goodbye. John's Live has the world record for copyright strikes. True story. It's got to be up there, isn't it? I wonder where the stats for that are. John says he's feeling rough after last night. How many Brew York brews did you get through in the end, John? That'd be interesting. Did everyone see Simon's live last night from Brew York with John kind of hiding in the background at the end there? Did we get 25 strikes in the end? Wow. God, blimey. I don't know what happened with it, John. It just kind of, we just went off on one, didn't we, really? Just started playing theme tunes from every TV show and movie ever released in the 80s. But it was good fun. It was good fun. Philip Smith, it says a pound. It says a pound. It's just written pound. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I went to watch John's live again and it was gone with some dumb message. I was bummed. Yeah, John removed it. John took it down just to save the nonsense, really. But fair play. It had to be done, I think. And he's saying, hello, John. It's now £3 off the t-shirt. Yeah, we're adding it up, mate. We're adding it up. We're going to get those t-shirts sorted out. We're going to get some Paul's Beer Reviews t-shirts. I'm looking forward to them. Scott didn't watch it. Which one did you not watch? This one's got a bit of sediment at the bottom. Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. Forgot to write a message to turn into a beer muppet. I think we all are, mate. I think most of us are gone, actually, to be fair. It's too late for us. Save yourself, Phil. Save yourself. Laws is saying hello to the Shark over in LA. It's the same. It was a cracking live stream. Absolute blast. It was a lot of fun Thursday night. It was off the cuff again. It was one of them. I think John literally belled me as I was driving home from work Thursday. Said, "Do you want to do a live tonight?" And I thought it'd be rude not to. And it just turned into a drunken music quiz, which we weren't supposed to be doing. But there you go. But it was good fun. I'm going to have to get another beer. Did he get 500 likes? I hope so. Deserved it. I watched most of Simon's live. Got a kick out of some of their stories. I didn't watch much of it, if I'm honest. I turned on and I didn't see John in the shot. It wasn't worth watching if John weren't in the shot. And then suddenly he turned up. So I tuned in for a little while. But I couldn't hear much of what they were saying. The sound wasn't great, I didn't think, last night. But I think it's always hard getting the sound right when you're in a large, echoey building like that. No saving the Phil. No, Smith. Oh, dear. Lawrence Branco, I have a funny story about US distributors. Share with us. That live was class. It was good. Jack Millward, who is your favourite band or artist? My favourite band of all time are Metallica. Yeah, simple as that. My favourite solo artist is Mark Knopfler, who was the lead singer and guitarist of Dire Straits. So I'm a massive Dire Straits fan as well. But yeah, Mark Knopfler and Metallica, my two favourite music artists. Who's yours? What do you listen to, Jack? Start a conversation. What does everyone listen to? What's everyone listening to at the moment? Hats up, John. Hats up, John. John's saying, go for it. You want to hear the US distribution story. I'm going to get another beer. I'm going to get another one from St. Austell. Bear with. Oh. Proper black IPA from St. Austell, bottle conditioned, 6% ABV. Black beers matter. Let's get stuck in. Jack Millwood saying, hell yeah. Scott, clean the shed out today, listening to Metallica. Metallica is good, productive music. When I've got a pile of washing up to do, I tend to put Metallica on. It just kind of plows me through it. Let's see what the proper black's tasting like. I've not had it for a long time. Looks good. She looks good. This one's bottle conditioned, so we'll give it a wriggle. Wow, I ain't gonna fit that in. That looks great. That looks really nice. Ooh. Smelling fresh. Smelling fresh. Laura's saying, hi, Phil. I was listening to Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. What a tune that is. Pink Floyd are one of them bands I can put my headphones on. You've got to listen to them with headphones on for me. Pink Floyd. Really lose yourself in it. You put on Dark Side of the Moon when it's late. Just close your eyes, put a really good pair of headphones on and listen to that. Pink Floyd. Whatever Pink Floyd were on when they did that album, I want some. They were on another planet when they did that. Mental. Parkway Drive. I like Parkway Drive, man. They're brutal. They're just pop out in your face, dirty metal. Love it. Love it. Proper good riffs to come out with. Tubular Bells. Beautiful piece of music. Love a bit of Mike Oldfield. He's done that. He does that one. I forgot the name of it. I always forget the name of the song, but it's one of my favourite pieces of music at Christmas. I listen to a lot all the time. I want to put it on, but I can't. Yeah, Mike Oldfield was a genius. Jack says, same here, Metallica. Kirk is why I started guitar. Do you play guitar? I do, badly. Also, Megadeth, Muse, Slipknot, Maiden. Yeah, Slipknot and Maiden, definitely. Megadeth, a brilliant band. I just can't stand Matey's vocals. I cannot stand his vocals. Proper whiny. Just for me, a metal frontman's got to have a metal voice. It's got to be a bit of a growl there. And I've got his name. Matey from Megadeth. I've got his name. He's just got that whiny vocals that I can never been able to kind of really get into. Knopfler, great guitarist. Yeah, Knopfler's incredible. He's incredible. Seen him live about 5 times. It's just absolutely wonderful. David Gilmour from Floyd again, incredible guitarist. Absolutely beautiful guitar playing. Beer Dog is in, and look who we've got hiding in the basement. Are we ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? We've got the man who's going live later on with the Christmas jumper, but he's coming early. Beer Dog is in. Look, Scott. Are we ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? Hello to the 10 people who are watching.
Hey, I'm just pouring a beer.
Pouring a beer. Good lad. You knew you had to. You knew he had to.
It's your fault. You're bloody 3 o'clock on a Saturday. I sit here and think, I'm all right. I'm all right. And I think I'll have a beer now.
Well, the way I see it, if it weren't like lockdown, I'd probably be at the football right now with a beer in my hand. So 3 o'clock kickoff sounds fine to me. So
Yeah.
So we do it. Oh, that looks rather nice. What's that one? I was cracking on with it. I thought you were saving it. Didn't realise you were getting stuck in.
Yeah. Why not?
That's a pretty good pour for the first one out the keg, isn't it?
Yeah. I had one last night actually. I had
Oh, see. So there isn't much gas in it now.
Yeah, we took a wander out for dinner.
Yeah.
And so they got the thing in the brewer. Is it Brewer's Tap?
Yeah.
Brewer's Tap down in Southsea, that's linked to Southsea Brewing Company, where the chip shop across the road. I put a picture on Instagram. Literally, the chip shop that's out the window is where you pick these fish and chips up with, and then you can go in and eat them in the tap room and have a few beers. So had a nice night, and then I picked this up before we went. I wanted to pick some bits and pieces up, so came home and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to have some of that. So
it's bad, isn't it? You start looking at kegs all of a sudden. You're thinking, do I get another one? Do I get another keg?
Well, the thing is, I had a bad keg from Staggeringly Good earlier in the year, right. And it put me off a little bit buying them. It was the can had oxidised. Obviously, these things aren't cheap. The kegs, they were pretty good about it. But this beer. It's a known. They brewed it as a sort of no nonsense. They brewed it really cheap. So it's a single hopped IPA. So it's got a Citra in it, and it's great. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, I love a single hop Citra beer. Can't beat it. It's like the Arbor C Word by Arbor. That beer is absolutely stunning. There's no nonsense to it.
No.
Phil saying, not got time for dinner tonight. It's got to wander after this. And then Spicy and Easy. Today is going to be long. So, Liver, I apologise to you now.
Well, Wanda hasn't been well today, so she's lying on the sofa. But I think we're good to go.
Excellent. So you've got to rest up now. She's going to be brutal later. So, Partway Driver download. Awesome. Paul, can you turn the lights down? It's not doing my hangover any good. He's feeling it. He didn't say how many beers did you actually get through in the end yesterday, John?
Yeah, he's not divulged this information as yet.
He does. You saw he was at Brew York yesterday, and the rest is history, I think. Dave Mustaine, that's his name.
Dave Mustaine. That's Megadeth, wasn't it?
Yeah, Megadeth frontman. He was the original Metallica guitarist, wasn't he, Dave Mustaine?
He was indeed, yeah.
And they kicked him out because he was an alcoholic, funnily enough.
Yeah, nothing to do with James Hetfield being in and out of drug rehab more than anybody in the world.
So you wouldn't see James Hetfield doing nothing like that, would you?
I think Kirk Hammond's had a major drink problem throughout the years as well, hasn't he?
I think Kirk was on everything, wasn't he, at one point?
Yeah.
And then he found surfing and saved his life.
Chilled
out, man. Christmas Mike Oldfield is awesome. He plays on, this is Educe Jubilo or something. It's got a really random name, but it's a wicked piece of music. Really good piece of music. Green Manalishi by Peter Green. Great. I've never heard of it. Never heard of that one. I'll definitely have to look up that one. I love it when people come up with new music. Class hoodie. So Scott made an effort. Scott made an effort for you, John. Local breweries tasting room production separate by a couple of kilometres if the tasting room runs out of a popular beer.
We're just going to look on Staggeringly Good because the blurb for this beer is quite amusing. I'm just going to try and find it.
I have to call the distributor to get the beer. It takes a couple of days, mainly due to contact and license. That's stupid, isn't it? Blimey. The owner bartender gets upset, especially during the weekend. They get in trouble a couple of times when they call production to bring a keg over. Oh, my God. That's ridiculous, isn't it? John says John genuinely lost count of the amount of beers he got through last night. It sounds like a good night. Sounds like me on a Saturday. Oh, yeah, it's not Handsome John anymore. It's Hungover John.
Hungover John, yeah. Ruined. I'm trying to find
Oh, here we go. A list. Lamb of God, awesome. Maiden, awesome. Motorhead, awesome. AC/DC, awesome. Trivium, awesome. Trivium's Ascendancy album, the first album they put out, was one of the best thrash albums I've ever heard. I don't think they've ever quite hit that peak since, but they are a solid band.
Mm-hmm.
Architects, yeah. While She Sleeps, don't know much by While She Sleeps, if I'm honest. Slipknot are great. Cooking the Spice and Easy, Reaper.
Oh, you've got some bog roll in that fridge.
Yeah,
You're gonna need it. Don't get it in your eyes. In your eyes is a bad thing.
Yeah, follow what Scott's on. What Scott's live. He'll show you what not to do.
Don't get it in your eyes. It's bad. At that point, genuinely, when I walked out the kitchen to go to the toilet, I was actually beginning to panic because it was in my eyes. It was making me feel sick, and I'm like, I don't want to do. Which is why I put the yogurt in my eyes, trying to sort of calm them down. But yeah, it was
Curry with yogurt straight in your eye.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Love it.
When are you doing that? Do you know when you're doing that yet?
No.
Have you got it? Has he sent it to you?
I've got the Reaper. Yeah, it's probably going to be Christmas. Over Christmas.
Someone's been swept out of a bloody pigeon loft.
Wow. As soon as it came through the letterbox, I opened it up. I had 3 different packs. I had the garlic and chili, I had the butter chicken, and the Reaper.
The butter chicken's lovely.
I haven't had that one. I've had the garlic and chili one. I stunk of garlic the next day, man. Like literally, I got to work, and my customer was like, "Do you have garlic last night?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Smell, man. It's like coming out of my pores. It was bad. Really nice curry, though. Really
I
nice.
know the postman. I went to school. Our postman. I went to school with him. I wasn't here when he delivered the little package, but he said to Wanda, "Is there sort of something curry in there?" She went, "Yeah, why?" She said, "It stunk our van out." And the old van reeked it. He reeked and stuff.
Love it. It is strong, man.
It's bloody lethal. Lethal.
Let us know how you get on with it, Neil.
To be fair, it was more lethal at 2 o'clock the nenext morning when I was on the toilet wishing, wait for my world to end.
What time are you eating it, Neil? Are you going to be on with Adam later on, Spice and Easy? Are you going to join in with Beer Wonder? Let us know how you get on with it, mate. We're all worried.
Yeah, good luck.
Bill's saying good luck, Neil. Seen Trivium. And you met Matt. Wow. What was he like? Oh, nice guy. I've seen Trivium at Download. And they were good. I saw him at Sonosphere as well, Nebworth. So I've seen them twice. There you go. Happy with that. Bartender at Brew York was making several trips to the people in the back. So I didn't see much of it. I just thought the sound wasn't great. And it put me off a little bit. So I didn't stick with it. You didn't see it, no?
I'm fairly certain I was probably doing something like perm in my ears or something more interesting.
Yeah. So you were out with the missus last night, weren't you? Having a proper night out.
Yeah, no, me and Wanda were out, actually, to be fair. Yeah. I don't know what time we got back. What time did we get back? About 10:30? Yeah, something like that.
Sensible.
And then we filmed the bloody advent calendar. But we've I don't know when it's going to come. On one of the box openings, me and Wanda have sung a song for the intro.
Oh no!
So I don't know if it might come probably tomorrow. By the time I get around to that, I would think.
Love it. I've not seen the video yet. All I saw was the thumbnail, the one you did last night. I could just see by your face you're half cut.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's going to be fun. John was trying to keep up his drinking with a guy who looked like Thor.
Thor.
Was he the geezer in the Slipknot jumper, or was he the other bloke?
I saw the thumbnail because is it Liam Wayne or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
The names. I've seen about 10 minutes of it this morning. I had a quick flick through, but like you, I gave up because the sound was piss poor.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what was going on. I was just like,
I saw John came on and I just turned off immediately.
He has that effect, doesn't he? He has that effect. Gary 2 did a Reaper Triple X last night. Jesus. Wow. Anyone heard from him today?
Yeah, that's right. No. Well, maybe the ambulance service.
Yeah. Or the local hospital.
Or the mortician. Fuck that.
Why would you do that? A triple Reaper. Jeez.
I'm not being funny. I can't think of anything that's 3 times hotter than the Reaper. That's hot.
Yeah.
So 3 times that. That's like lava.
Yeah. Well,
Just eating liquid lava. I don't see any. For me, there's no point in that. Have you seen? Have you seen Northern Southerner eating the JB in the steak pie?
Yeah. Yeah. God, I felt that, didn't
he? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Harry did the curry last night, didn't he?
Yeah, I saw that.
Harry did the curry live. He done quite well, to be fair to him. That was spicy, man. That was a spicy curry.
Yeah, that was hot.
Season of the Witch. Al Cooper and Mike Bloomfield. That's the stuff you listen to, Neil. Can't say I know much of any of that, if I'm honest.
No.
Devin Townsend, yep, I've seen him live at
Devin Townsend used to be in the he was in the Wild Hearts for a little while.
He's proper out there, isn't he? Devin Townsend, some of his music. You never really know what you're going to get with him. But good guitarist though.
Yeah. So he was in the Wild. He stood in for the Wild Arts for about 6 months, I think. Or
you love the Wild Arts, don't you?
Oh, I'm a massive fan of the Wild Arts. Probably my second favourite group ever. Mortalis, Behemoth. I've listened to a bit of Behemoth. Demu Boggy. I can't even pronounce these bands. It just sounds like in Wales where they just throw letters together and open make some words. It's Scrabble land.
Isn't that where Skeletor lived?
Yeah.
Love it. He listens to a lot of the black metal, then I can't get into that stuff really. Not for me. Me. See Slipknot twice. One of the best entertaining things I've ever seen. Slipknot do put on a hell of a show, man. They really do. I've never seen Marilyn Manson live. Always fancied it. Eminem at Reading. But that was mind-blowing, apparently, Eminem. Mind-blowing. He's a hell of a lyricist, Eminem, but again, not really my cup of tea.
No, he's very clever. I like Stan and a couple of the others. But
I think I heard his first album. Was it the Slim Shady? The Slim Shady LP. And that was funny. I mean, listening to it, the people he was ripping into in that album and the way he did it, it was funny.
He doesn't give a shit, does he? That's not like he's not saying it's not my style, but I appreciate the man is talented.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do that. It's just like literally put a bit. I've heard an interview with Dr. Dre, and when Dr. Dre first got him in the studio, and he was saying he literally started playing a bit of music, and within like a few seconds, Eminem just went off on one, just started rapping, and Dre was just like, "What the hell?" And he just pressed record. He said, "I've just got to get this, otherwise I'll miss it." You know, he was a genius back in his day back then.
Yeah.
Paul says Reaper probably at Christmas 22. Yeah. Just forget I've got it. Just forget. No, I'm going to be doing it over Christmas. And I need to do it when I know I've not got to be up for anything the next morning.
Yeah, well, you will be up, but that's a really different reason.
That's the point. I'm going to be laying there. There's going to be,
oh no!
Forging the great ring in my stomach. You know what I mean?
The washing machines. For me, my stomach goes around like a washing machine, and at that point, I think I'm in trouble. That's it. I'm in trouble.
Well, what am I doing? Dear. Not good. No, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm definitely going to do it over Christmas. I want
to do another one with Sam. Because Sam doesn't like it. Bless him, he was good as gold doing that. And they do the pizza, and I'm thinking of doing the pizza with him. See if I can get him involved with the pizza.
Definitely, he was good value when he was.
He's a good lad. He's a good kid, good sense of humour, nice lad, and just and a good sport. Because I texted him because he was upstairs. Do you want to do this challenge with me? And he come downstairs. I said, "You seen your phone?" No. I said, "I'm going to Iceland. Do you want to do this challenge?" He went, "As long as I don't die."
It's going to kill me. I'll do it.
But I mean, he eats the blandest food in the world. But fair play, he tried it.
Nice, fair play to him. Yeah, good luck, Neil. Good luck, mate.
He's like lava, liquid lava.
The walk back to the hotel with a case of beer was interesting. You got a case of beer out of it. Win-win. Win-win. Sleep in, John. Sleep in, John. Love it.
I don't reckon John's been much use to anybody today.
It says, little Dave, good afternoon, mate. Afternoon, Dave. How are you, mate? John says, right, I've got to go for his 15th dump of the day. Yeah, love it. Jack was at Sonisford, Big Four. Yeah, I was there that year. That was awesome. I have a story about that, but can't say on here. I've got too many stories about that day that I can't say on here. That's the point of festivals, though, isn't it? Love it. Sound on Brew York's version was a little bit better. I'll have to have a look on their one. I just don't think so.
It was, I think, from the bit I did see, I think the setup was all them. I don't think Simon turned up with anything but his phone, from what I can understand. And then I think so the microphones that were placed, I think that was all Brew York. Yeah.
As I say, it would have got a bit of publicity for them, wouldn't it? You know, so they would have made sure they were ready. So this black RPO from St. Austell was a banger. That's really good. They've got the perfect blend there. Perfect blend of Citra hops and roasted malts. Liking that.
Nice.
Liking that. I can verify the Reaper steak pie is hard work. Has anyone seen that girl who does the hot food challenges?
No.
Absolutely destroys them.
No.
Right, she's a British girl. She does all the food challenges. Iceland sent her a load of food. They sent her the burgers. They sent her the sausages. They sent her the curry. And they sent her the pie. And she did all of them in one sitting.
Fuck that.
Bitch, bash, bosh, bosh, bosh. Just wallop, knocked them all back. She said at the end she was feeling it. You know, she was kind of not in a great way at the end of it, but she's done them all in one go. She's a proper like competition eater. But you wouldn't think of her. She's like a gym girl. She's got like abs and ridiculous.
Have you got Netflix?
Yeah.
Have you seen We Are the Champions? There's a series called We Are the Champions. Yeah. The chili eating. Yeah. Well, that bloke just demolishes them.
Didn't feel nothing. Yeah.
No, he's like the hottest thing on earth.
And the guy who was growing them had to grow like a ridiculous strain of them, didn't he?
Yeah, like the Super Reaper or the Mega Reaper or something. Yeah. The bloke just chobbled it down as if it was an apple.
That table was a mess, wasn't it? That table was a mess. There's just people's like mascara dripping all over the place. People were dying on the table. That was bad. That's well worth watching, though, isn't it?
Have you seen the cheese rolling episode?
Yeah, I love that episode. Them people are nuts, man. Go rolling down a hill after a bit.
The girl with the fractured bloody collarbone, and like, so she's all fucking mangled up. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm doing it again this year." Like,
she's laying there with her wheel of cheese. It's like her head's falling off. It was great fun.
I like the way that they can't do anything about it because there's not actually an actual director of the event, so the police are powerless to stop it.
Well, it'd be even worse if they stopped it, though, wouldn't it? You know, health and safety gone mad, sort of thing. Yeah. You can understand if someone complained, but I'm kind of glad that it still happens. You know, one of them random English traditions that still lives. He got quarter of the way through it and he called it quits. Oh, I'm not surprised, man. I called his bluff when he said he'd smash it. I told him if he managed a good few mouthfuls to make a donation to prostate cancer. Oh, fair play. Is that the guy who did the triple one? Is that the triple Reaper? I don't know how anyone could do that, man. Listen to the version by Fleetwood Mac. It was before they became a pop group. Oh, I love Fleetwood, mate.
We saw them at Wembley last year.
Oh, how was that?
It was fantastic. Obviously, it's not Fleetwood Mac because it hasn't got Lindsay. Was it Cunningham? Lindsay, whatever his name is. Buckingham, yeah. But it had Neil Finn from Crowded House stepping in. And to be fair, he was fantastic with him. Fit him really well.
He's a hell of a guitarist, isn't he, Lindsay Buckingham? I mean, guitarist. Really good. Yeah. Really good player. Everything Guilty Conscience of the first album's awesome. I liked Role Model off the first album. That tune is the nuts, man. Funny as hell. Chris saying, trouble with seeing Manson live is you never know which Manson you'll get. You can either be absolute top form or absolutely off his face. A bit like going to see Guns N' Roses, isn't it?
I was just about to say exactly the same thing. Back in the day, Axl Rose, a complete time bomb.
Yeah, Arpatari wouldn't even show up, would he? You know,
no, when he would be about 3 hours late.
Oh, I read Slash's autobiography a few years ago.
They fell out for years, didn't they?
Yeah. We beared in mind Slash was a nutter back in the day. He would criticise Axl Rose. That's how bad Axl was, you know.
Guns N' Roses were the first band I actually ever got into. They were the ones that sort of set me off on a musical journey.
Yeah,
I was a massive fan of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, for me it was. I grew up listening to Dire Straits and that because that's what my dad listened to.
Obviously, it was the first band that I picked on my own. But I'm a huge fan of Dire Straits. I said to you, I think on the chat, Brothers in Arms is a fantastic album. I love Brothers in Arms.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Before I started choosing my own music, it was all Dire Straits, and then I think the first band that I really started listening to was Green Day.
I love Green Day. I had tickets to see them. We were supposed to go see them this year.
Oh mate, where were they playing?
West Ham Stadium.
The West Ham, right.
But they cancelled it, which is fair enough. But they did it for next year in Huddersfield.
Oh right,
at a weeknight. It's like, well, that's a bit different. It's a bit. I can make London. I don't think I'm going to make Huddersfield.
A bit different.
So I had to sell them. I had to sell the tickets.
Oh, I've seen Green Day loads of times. Brilliant band.
Because they were on tour with the Hella Mega Tour. Them, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer.
That's right. Yeah, they had all the old sort of 90s bands together for that one. I saw them. I saw them Milton Keynes Bowl, the American Idiot tour, and that was the show that they recorded for the Bullet in the Bible album.
Yeah,
that's one of the best gigs I've ever been to. They were absolutely insane that night, man. Absolutely insane. Neil says cheaper than a clonic. Yeah, right. I've never had a clonic. How comfortable would that be compared to having a Reaper come out your backside?
I don't know. Mine was horrible.
Have you seen Eminem in the Interview movie? I've not seen that film. Is that the Seth Rogen one? I assume that's what he's talking about. If you play guitar, Marty Freeman's solo on Tornado of Souls is probably the best commercial solo I've ever heard. I've not heard that. Tornado of Souls. I've got to start writing these things down. As I'm joining, need a beer. Hair of the dog, mate. 100%. Start drinking again, John. You'll be fine in 5 minutes.
I bet he's absolutely rough as arseholes, isn't he?
He said he was in a bad way yesterday after Thursday night's live. He only had about 4 beers.
That was a really good live. I really enjoyed the guess of the tune before sort of the last hour before I left.
Yeah,
it was cracking, great fun.
That wasn't planned at all. John just started playing music, and I was like, "Oh, I've got one." Yeah, next thing we knew, we were taking turns going over all these old theme tunes. And say, John said we got 25 copyright strikes on it. So,
that's what I got up in the morning for. I'll just have a look back, and it was like, oh. So I texted him saying, I can't find it. He's like, yeah, we had a couple of strikes. See, I think he had 5 at the time. And it's like, oh dear.
He was updating me as the day went on. I think it got to about 11 o'clock in the morning. He said, we got 21 copyright strikes. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. And he said, yeah, I'm going to take it down, I think. Who? Leah Sutcliffe. Never heard of her. Oh, was that the one? Yeah, sir. I'm talking about the bird who does all the food challenges. Yeah. She's an absolute monster, isn't she? Absolute monster, the way she puts it away. But you look at her, she's a 10. Do you know what I mean? She's a really good looking girl. And here she is knocking down spicy curries and all that. Mad. Leah is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, she is mental. Absolute mental.
The only food people I watch Beard Eat Meets Food, I think.
There you go. She's the food.
Yeah, Beard Meets Food. And I watch some Randy Santel, but he gets on my nerves, to be fair.
I watch these things and I kind of think, God, that is a pure gluttony, isn't it?
Yeah.
People starving around the world.
Yeah.
Making all this stuff and I just...
just trying to win a T-shirt.
Yeah. Get me a picture on the wall. Like, why do I get a picture on the wall?
Weird.
Chris, when I saw Manson, it was awesome. He was on 50-foot stilts dressed as a bishop. Yeah, it sounds like a standard Marilyn Manson night, doesn't it? Jimmy guitarist, Fleetwood Mac, all 99% blues till they flipped to a more mainstream style.
They've done all sorts through the year. I mean, they've been going for about 50 years, haven't they? So it's just they must have covered every genre going, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Their concert was at Wembley. It was fantastic. Obviously,
How was Stevie? How was Stevie Nicks? Has she still got it?
On form, mate. On form. Yeah.
Incredible voice on that.
A song I like of hers is there's an album by Dave Grohl. Is it? I can't remember what it's called. And she sings on the Sound City. It's called the album.
Oh, right. Yeah. Is that the studio? The studio
yes.
where they recorded it? Yeah.
Yeah, and she did an album, a song, and it's brilliant. I can't remember. I'm just having a look through now. Sound City. You can't fix this.
What's it called?
You can't fix this.
You can't fix this.
And she just, her voice molds perfectly with a guitar.
Yeah, she's got a hell of a voice, man.
We wonder the Fleetwood Mac concert. Apart from they were a speck in the distance, you couldn't see them.
Yeah. Sort about the sound.
It could be Fleetwood Mac. I don't know.
Could be a load of blokes who've been playing a CD behind them.
Yeah, it could be just a tape player or something. I don't bloody know.
Who mentioned the Filipino guitarist last week? Forgot his name. I subscribed to his channel. He's a god on that guitar. Never had anything like it. Was that the guy who was on Alan's video? The Scouse bloke who does the he reacts to music, doesn't he? I can't remember. Can't remember what he was called now. He knew his stuff. It was some mental guitarist he was going on about. I grew up listening to punk. Both my parents were punks. No, first band I found myself listening to was Sabbath, Judas Priest. Yeah, man, been a metalhead ever since. And so the first time I got into metal was listening to Ride the Lightning when I think I was 13. First time I heard that album. And that was it. After that, I just wanted it to be heavier and heavier and heavier.
See, the first time I came across Metallica was at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's obviously I wasn't there, but watching it on telly. But that was the first time I came across them, and I was right in the middle of my Guns N' Roses, Pearl Jam, that sort of stage. Heard Enter Sandman. I was like, I need to listen to more of these.
Yeah.
I think I went out and bought Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets and Justice for All, and just Kill 'Em All. It's just great.
Their first 5-6 albums were just solid, weren't they? Just so good.
And then they got a bit inconsistent after that, I think.
Yeah, they tinkered with their sound a little bit, didn't they? Load and Reload were a bit kind of more hard rock with a bit of country influence on them as well. But they were still good.
Yeah. Well, and yes, and Anger in there as well, which was just a mental album.
A lot of people didn't like it. I still, compared to everything else that came out that year, it was still heavier than that. Yeah, Saint Anger was still a proper metal album. It just there weren't any guitar solos, so it sounded weird, and the drums sounded weird. I was saying Anger didn't. I don't know what they did with
I've never rated Lars Ulrich as a drummer.
No, he's never been.
He's the weak link in that whole group.
Yeah, he's never been the tightest, has he? I've always been a big fan. You ever listen to Lamb of God? Chris Adler, his name is the drummer of Lamb of God. He's mental. Yep. He's probably my favourite drummer ever. I think he's incredible, that guy. But it's a shame Milton Keynes Bowl is no more. Is it not? They not do shows there no more. That's gutting. The last gig I went to there was the Foo Fighters about 4 years ago. 3-4 years ago. I didn't realise they stopped using it as a venue.
See, I like the Foo Fighters, but for me, there is so much filler on their albums. It's criminal. Their singles are fucking grade A. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. On their albums, there is a lot of forgettable stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Foo Fighters are kind of a greatest hits type band, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dave Grohl is. Everyone loves him, don't they? He's like.
They reckon he's the nicest man in rock, don't they? They just reckon he's a really nice bloke. I also remember there was a story in Kerrang donkeys years ago about a couple that won a competition to meet him. So they've gone to this gig to meet him, and not only did they meet him, they went to walk away, and he's like, "Where are you going?" And they're like, "Well, we've done that." He went, "No." He said, "You're with me for the day." And he took him everywhere. He treated him as VIP guests everywhere he went. They went with him, and he was introducing them as his friends, and just blew them away.
Oh, how cool is that?
They always say never meet your heroes because they're generally arseholes, but they reckon he is an absolute. There's like that documentary where they record. I can't remember what album it was, where he built the studio at the house, and they were recording it in the house, and they're in the middle of recording a song, and his kids walk in and say, "You said you were coming swimming with us." And he just down tools and off he went.
They do say that they shouldn't meet your heroes. I met Paul Gascoigne last year, and
was he sober?
He was. You know, he's recovering, isn't he? Right? He's in a good way these days lately. I met him last year. I went to he's doing this touring show thing where he talks about his stories and all that. And I won a competition, and I got to go and meet him and have my photo.
Okay.
And Paul Gascoigne is like my hero. He's like my first footballing hero.
Fantastic. What a player that was.
He was a genius. But I went round to meet him, and he was sound as a pound. Like the nicest guy you ever met. Give me a hug and all that. He's like, thanks very much for coming out to thanking me for coming to see you. You know what I mean? He was really humble about the whole thing. And ever since then, if anyone's ever said you shouldn't meet your heroes, I disagree now, because Paul Gascoigne is such a nice guy.
Yeah, I think football let Paul Gascoigne down.
Yeah,
for me, because it was obviously the only thing. Obviously, he grew up with nothing. He had nothing. Mm-hmm. Football was the only thing he was ever good at, and when that was taken away from him, he just descended into. Obviously, he was a mentalist. I watched him. He played at a charity game down at Pompey. Yeah. And so they blew a whistle. He's playing the game and running rings around everybody. He stopped on the side of the pitch during halfway through the first half and downed a pint of Guinness, and then carried on playing. It was hilarious. But I think when his career came to an end, I remember Terry Venables said exactly the same, that football should have done something with Paul Gascoigne, because he was a time bomb waiting to happen.
Yeah,
and they should have thrown their whole collective arms around him to save him from himself.
Yeah, but they reckon it happens with a lot of footballers, don't they? They don't know what
to do. They? Yeah. They're in this bubble for so long where my light bulb's gone.
Yeah,
light bulb's gone.
I can't remember. I think it was Neil Ruddock. Neil Ruddock, when he retired, he said he wasn't feeling very well, and he thought, I think I need to go to a doctor. And his wife said to him, you need to call a doctor. And he was like, I've never done that before. Never called a doctor, because the football club always did it for him. You know, he'd been in the academy since he was like 14. So it's just little things like that. They haven't got a clue. You know, so the FA,
they don't live in the real world, do they?
Exactly that. The FA need to be doing more to help these guys. They get crazy money, but at the same time, they should be putting that money into helping them know what to do once they're finished. Because
the trouble is, you've got people like Gordon Taylor spunking money at the wall, who's an absolute arsehole of a man.
Yeah.
That's just, he's the best paid union man in the world. And he said he looks after his people. Do you? Or are you just looking after yourself?
Well, we've got a load of old boys in charge of the FA. We just had that other geezer just lost his job, didn't they, a couple of weeks ago, because he spouted off a load of rubbish about gay people and black people.
I know it's Trevor Birch. He's been disappointed, isn't he? I think he had some sort of association with. I'm sure he was associated with Tottenham at some point. Trevor Birch. I know he was something to do. I think he might have been one of the administrators for Pompey at some point.
Blimey, I have to look into that. I know there's a job open there. I'll catch up with some of these comments. I'm well behind. Royal Tank Regiment is in. It says, hello, Paul and Scott. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Phil Smith says, seen Black Sabbath original lineup in the 90s. They were great. It was Ozfest at Milton Keynes Bowl. Yeah. Sabbath, man. What a band. Phil Smith, we managed to get tickets for Sabbath's last tour at the NEC. Absolutely amazing. The end. I would love to have gone to that. Neil, that's the stuff I like. All the blue stuff they used to do with Peter Green as guitarist. Some of the old Fleetwood Mac stuff. Cracked open a Patronus Weiss beer from Lidl. Always a quality drink. Yeah, I don't mind the Patronus one. I don't mind that.
It's an easy no nonsense sort of beer, isn't it?
Yeah, I still think I prefer. Well, I say I prefer the Rhinebacker one. They'll probably change that one as well. No, my luck. But I'll just play it safe. I'll just play it safe and just get like a bottle of Franziskaner. To be honest, if I want a Weizen, just get one of them.
Easy.
Yeah, play it safe. Pay the extra 50p. Muse in Manchester are unbelievable. I've never seen Muse live, and everyone tells me they're a wicked live show. But I've never been that much into them. Muse.
No, they don't do anything for me.
It's the synth. There's too much synth in there for me. It's just like it doesn't go with the riffs for me, man.
I think I know one of their songs. That's it.
Yeah, I couldn't name a Muse song. If you played it, yeah, I'd know it. But
yeah,
just don't like the sound. Agree, Chris. Sabbath Live was special. Jack Millwood loves Saint Anger. See, I enjoyed Saint Anger. It's not their best album, of course it's not, but it was still better than half the stuff that came out that year. When the guitarist to Paranoid came on, the hair on my back stood up. Oh, what a tune that is, though. What a riff as well. Proper. That was my singing. Thank you. Phil Smith, the intro for Children of the Grave is the one that does it for me. Yep. Love it. Oh, Sabbath. Best drummer ever, Keith Moon. Yeah, a lot of people will say Keith Moon. Madman. He was an entertainer as well, Keith Moon. Absolutely mental with the sticks. Cheers, guys. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy Christmas.
Hope you're right, mate. So they've moved from Florida up to Maine, haven't they? I think.
Yes.
That's a hell of a move, isn't it?
I was trying to remember where they are. There's Maine. As soon as you said it, I was Maine. Yeah.
I know they were in Florida sort of last year, so that's a hell of a move.
How's the weather there? How's the weather? Are you guys well? Are you safe? This thing is still so cool to me. I can talk to people.
It's amazing, isn't it?
All around the world, up and down the country.
An incredible platform.
It is very, very cool. Still very new to me, but it's very, very cool.
It's like obviously in the world we live in. It's like Wanda said the other. Obviously, she was doing bits and pieces on Thursday, as me, you, and John. She said it just sounded like you guys are at the pub, and I think that's how it feels. Obviously, we can go to the pub. You got to have a substantial meal. But yeah, it's a great platform. That's
what happened Thursday night. That's all that happened Thursday night. It just turned into a pub night.
Yeah,
because I've done that in the pub before, where you get into a conversation, all of a sudden the conversation floats into how good theme tunes were back in the day. And everyone gets the phone and says, "Oh, what about this one? What about this one?" Like, oh yeah, tune. You know, that's all it turned into. But
it's brilliant.
Just happened, and then John got into trouble for it and had to take it down. You know?
24 strikes. Brilliant.
Not great. But yeah, this is all this is. It's just we can't go to the pubs and be with all our pals. So this has been a really good.
It's a great sort of, and obviously where it's been really good.
Yeah, there's positives that have come of rugby here, you know. So and getting to speak to all you guys is probably the peak, if I'm honest. I just think this is mental, being able to sit here and have a drink of beer with like-minded people from up and down the country and around the world.
All around the world, more importantly. That's mental.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. Please check out Chris Stone, Kingfish. Used to have in Mississippi. Only 21 plays like a seasoned guitar. Horrible git. I've got a guitar. I've always got a guitar. I've always had one. I've got a really nice. I've got a vintage V100. Looks like a Gibson Les Paul in black. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Should I play a lick on it? No chance.
I flirt. Leah actually got a bass guitar for her birthday.
Nice.
And Leah could teach herself anything. She's any instrument, singing, anything. She just
nice. I wish I was like that. I taught myself some chords.
Yeah.
I did a couple of lessons, and then I just stopped.
I've got a couple of guitars, and I could work my way around a few chords and bits and pieces. I'll probably struggle, knock a tune out, but yeah, that'd be it. Yeah,
I'm so frustrated. It's the one thing that I've always wanted to do and never done is learn to play the guitar properly.
I'm exactly the same. I'm in the same boat.
I will do it one day. I will do it.
I say that as I'm dying.
Drinking Slick Nick Winter Ale from Sebago Brewing. Did I say that properly? I'll just butcher that pronunciation. Sebago 7.2. That sounds lovely. Winter Ale. I've got I've got a Christmas beer next, actually, which I'm looking forward to. Chiltern Brewery. Milton Keynes Bowl shut in 2015. Milton Keynes Dons Football Club have plans for a training centre there. God, Jesus, it's ridiculous.
Ruined.
2015. So I must have gone to one of the last live shows there, Foo Fighters, and they had Royal Blood and Iggy Pop supporting that day. And Royal Blood ain't been around long, so it couldn't have been any more than 5 years ago. I must have won a lot of the last live shows.
That's sacrilege, that, isn't it?
It is.
Building a fucking training ground on it. I'm not having that. I don't like it.
What a waste. What a waste. Paul Merson is a similar boat as Neil Ruddock, struggled with booze and gambling for years, was in a bad way. He still is, isn't he? He still has.
Tell you what, he turned up on the when Pompey were in the old First Division, where Harry Redknapp took over and built just Harry's All. It was called Harry's All Stars. So Todorov, just all these players, Festa, just nonsense players. We got Tim Sherwood off of you. Just phenomenal. And then all of a sudden Merson comes in, and I've never seen a player change a whole team. When that man down here was on form, he was unstoppable. The man had so much skill, and he almost, we went through a lull in the season where he went off the boil, and all of a sudden his form kicked back in, and he literally drove us to, although I think Todorov scored all the goals that year, without Paul Merson, we wouldn't have got promoted. He was fantastic.
He was a proper player.
I've got a real soft spot for Paul Merson.
I never liked that for him because he spent the best time of his career in the filth. So I hated him, but he was a hell of a player.
Yeah, fantastic player.
But he's definitely had his issues, isn't he? Bless him. When I was at Crew 10 years ago, I'll never forget each season the sponsor, Puma, Adidas, etc., would turn up with the kit and we would literally just take it. So I dread to think what Premier League is like. So did you play for Crew?
I was at Crew 10 years ago, I'll never forget each season the sponsor. Wow.
You played for Crew? You're in the first team in it? Jack Millwood. Tom Stocks, hey, how you doing? Would you like to invest? Lancastrian Blue Nose, hello all. Hello. Need to do a beer run? Yeah, you do. It's a beer channel, man. Come on.
It's the law.
Get the beers in. Saturday afternoon. Get the beers in. The sun's gone down now. You've got no excuses. Time to get the beer on. Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds. Awesome.
So I have tickets next April to see that because I love War of the Worlds. I remember on a Sunday afternoon, my dearly departed mum would get up on a Sunday morning and she would clean the whole house from top to bottom, listening to the War of the Worlds theme, the whole soundtrack. I told one of this, and was that for my birthday? War of the Worlds. Yeah, she bought me tickets to go see him next April. See the whole thing next April. Hopefully, it'll still be on.
Hopefully, we can get back to some sort of normality next year. I need to get out. I need to get out, do some stuff next year, man.
We'll go to concerts. We'll go see some fucking music. We'll go see some music, man.
Yeah, exactly that. I was supposed to be going to see Guns N' Roses at Tottenham in May. And
are you really? Yeah, we're supposed to be seeing Pearl Jam at Hyde Park in July. So, that was cancelled this year and rescheduled. So hopefully that'll be on.
Everything went right up the Swanee this year, didn't it? Good. Did you see the big Keith Moon blows up the junket? Hilarious. I think he had a cymbal stuck in him, as he said, madman. He was crazy, wasn't he, Keith Moon? Hell of a player, though, man. Hell of a player. They're going good so far. Sarah's getting used to the cold and driving in the snow. She had her first wife a few days ago. Cool, blimey. She okay?
that must be a hell of a change. Obviously, down in Florida, where it's always sunny, and moving up to Maine, where the climate's a completely different beast. That must be a hell of a different sort of change. Yeah,
that'd be a hell of a change. No damage, didn't get hurt. God bless her. Christ. Thank God for that. Blimey. Neil, I've subscribed to Kingfish. We'll check him out later. Yeah, all these artists, we're going to have to note them down again at the end of the video because I want some of this. I want some of this action. Absolutely right. Just like sitting in the pub and chatting. Yeah, the way things should be. The way it should be. Like my best man bailed me early in the week, and he said, "Do you want to go for a pint this weekend?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like, where should we go? And then we have to kind of stop and think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, where can we actually go? Because if we sit inside, we've got to eat something. And I'm not one for eating a meal if I just want a couple of pints. And then it's like, do we want to sit outside? What's the weather going to be like? You know, you have to start thinking about it.
It's like a military procedure now, isn't it? Oh, should we go out? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do, where we're going to go, what we got to have. And I'm actually, I'll say to Wanda, we're in London. Is it the 22nd? 22nd of January. Lee is at Great Ormond Street for the day.
Oh, nice.
Or for some tests. So if you're about, I know you're not too far from Great Ormond Street. I'll
just down the road.
I won't be able to go. I won't be able to go in with them. So if you're around and about and available, I'll nip and see you.
Yeah, sweet. Go to Hamilton or something.
Mm-hmm.
They're open. Have a couple. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. It's a date. Rob, hey,
no hand holding though.
Rob, you what?
No hand holding though.
You're not gonna hold my hand.
No.
You had no problem last time.
Hello, Rob. Are you all right, mate?
Phil, yeah, pubs, defo, all shut up here, Manchester, tier 3.
Okay, I'm going to give you about another quarter of an hour. And
Okay.
I'm going to shoot off and we'll get sorted for later. So
Got prep for 6. Yeah, just a reminder. Beer Wonder, 6 o'clock, isn't it? You kick off.
6 o'clock, yeah. Good job, actually, because Chris the Butcher messaged me earlier saying, you do realise that your live is actually set for tomorrow. I was like, is it?
Oh, see, I don't know
Yeah.
what the date is. I don't know what the date is. The closer you get to Christmas, the more I lose track of what the date is.
Well, I'm even more confused now with Wanda's magical box. I don't know what day it is because I don't know which day it is.
Well, it's bad now because it's got to the point where my customers are like, so when am I seeing you next?
Yeah.
Because the customers that I did this week would be due 2 weeks' time.
Right.
Obviously, 2 weeks is Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was at a job yesterday and he's like, oh, when will I see you next? I'm like, oh, 2 weeks today. Then I'm like, hang on.
Then.
Oh, right. Christmas Day. So I'm having to move things around to kind of fit around Christmas. I'll try and work between Christmas and New Year because that's the week where I tend to just sit and do nothing.
Get fat like me.
Exactly.
Eat shit.
I can't get any fatter, so I need to be doing something. I can't be sitting there getting bigger.
I see that as a challenge because I am.
I can't get any bigger. I need new clothes.
I was looking at some of my videos from last Christmas and I put so much weight on this year. It's incredible.
I'm lucky. I lost a load of weight at the beginning of the year and then I got sick.
Right.
But since I've recovered, I've kind of put that weight I lost back on again. So I've kind of leveled out.
Yeah.
Which is
even now. Well, I got down to about 6-7 years ago. I got down to 11 stone.
Oh.
But I was just a complete fitness freak. And then when I met Wanda, I was going through the marriage problems and that. But she's good as gold. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to enjoy my life now. She doesn't care. She says she loves me, so I'm all right with that. So if I'm fat, I'm fat.
That's the main thing.
Yep.
That's the main thing. If she likes you for who you are, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Exactly that. I like what supermarkets have been ordered to ban maskless shopping. Wow. Blimey.
It's a difficult one because obviously you've got the people that are exempt, but they're not allowed to challenge why they haven't got a mask on. So it's a complete shit show.
It is.
I wear a mask because obviously I've got to keep Leah safe.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's almost second nature anyway.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'll wear the mask because I can't be dealing with the aggro from anyone else.
Yeah.
What's the point? It's a mask.
Daring. And I don't know about you. I go in there. If I see someone without a mask on, I'm like, what's fucking wrong with him then?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Well, you better than me.
Yeah. I just say we're all meant to be in this together. I know that was the slogan that they used. It ain't the case, but it would be nice if it was.
The sad thing is, Paul, I remember saying to Dean back in March where we had the first lockdown, and it was like the whole the whole country changed a little bit. And I walk out and I'd get morning from random people. You're like, yeah, morning, and it was a little bit of a nicer place.
Yeah.
This second supposed lockdown, because it hasn't been, it's like everyone's just back to
hating each other.
Hating each other. And it's probably worse than it's ever been.
There weren't a second lockdown around my way. It was mental around here.
Well, it was a lockdown of the hospitality industry. That's all it was.
That's it. They shut the pubs and the restaurants, and the kids have all been in school, weren't they? So
there's only thousands of them milling around at bloody 3 o'clock.
Exactly. Got my ticket for next year's Bloodstock. Rolled over from this year. That's awesome. So long as we have normality by then, let's hope so. I
reckon by June, by about June, I reckon it will hopefully. I think masks will be here to stay for a while.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I think we should be sort of back to some sort of normality by then. Well, hopefully.
Let's hope so. We can all get out and enjoy ourselves next year, hopefully. Top job here is you was born in Maine. So you're used to it. You're used to it. So back home for you. That's all good. Simo says saw Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes mid-February at Manchester Academy. That must be one of the last gigs before they all locked us all down.
We were actually at the Garage the last week of February in London, Islington, watching the Pearl Jam tribute, and then I think it was 2 weeks later the country was in lockdown. Yeah. So it was. You look back at some of the things that have gone on this year, and you're like, well, that's close.
Yeah, I've done a gig since last October. I went to see Bears Den last September, October in Brixton. That's the last gig I went to. That's mental.
We miss music, don't we? Live music. It's Wanda. I remember Wanda. When I first started talking to Wanda, she's like going to live music, blah blah blah. And I said, "Who have you seen?" She's like, "Well, no one really." And then since we've been together, it's sort of become our thing that we'll find these gigs. We saw Aha. Went to see Aha in Brighton down. I think that was in January or February. Completely off the cuff. Not Alan Partridge version. And it's just. I love live music. I know she likes live music. I'm lucky that she likes similar music to me.
Yeah.
And we just it's a release. Love it.
Yeah, 100%. There's not many better things than that. When you're at a gig, really good band, and you're just in the moment. The best feelings you can have. It's brilliant. Live music, awesome. Neil's drinking a Crafty down 13 Guns IPA from Thwaites. I've not had that one for a long time. Used to sell that one in Astor of all places, didn't they? I remember. Bit of classic, goes back many years at rival Punk IPA. I think anything would rival Punk IPA nowadays, to be fair.
My go-to beer, utter shit.
Hey, Scott, I tell you, that's his blood flow basically. Punk IPA,
probably 90%, but not so much now. I haven't had that much for ages, have I? Punk IPA. No. I used to have about 8 cans a night.
Still, I like the double punk. I enjoyed that. I thought that was quite good.
I've not had it out of the supermarket. I know people complaining and saying it wasn't the same as the website one that we reviewed. I need to get a hold of a can, to be fair. I've not had it.
I bought a 4-pack from Tesco, and I really enjoyed it. I think I might have even given it a 10 out of 10 when I reviewed it.
I was a massive fan of double punk. But I've not had the supermarket variant. I'll get it. I won't review it. I'll just have to take a look at it at some point.
I thought it was solid. I thought it reminded me of what Punk IPA used to be. Funnily enough, that's what it tasted like.
The massive whack of bitterness, didn't you? And the piney, hoppy, fucking nature of it all was lovely.
I still remember to this day the first time I ever drank Punk IPA, and that is what a beer should do.
Yeah.
When you try something completely different, it just completely blows your taste buds away, and that's what Double Punk reminded me of.
I remember the same. I bought that. I think it was on. I bought it, and I went straight back up the shop and bought some more.
That good?
Yeah,
that good.
But it's not the same. It's crap now.
No,
that's not true. Actually, it's not true. You can get certain batches of it, and it's really decent.
Yeah.
But in the same box, you can have another can. It's utter crap. It's the most inconsistent beer in the supermarket.
Yeah, and that's the problem with it. It lets itself down. It's not crap IPA by any stretch, but when you drink it, and then you drink Life and Death by Vocation, for example, Life and Death by Vocation for me is one of the most consistently brilliant, readily available IPAs there is going. And for me, it just wipes the floor with Punk IPA.
Oh, it destroys it. It tramples into the dust.
It shouldn't be that way for me because I love Punk IPA. After, like I say, the first proper IPA I had was Punk IPA. That's where my beer journey started, really.
Probably most of the people that are in the chat are probably in the same position where that it's the beer that, wow, what's this?
Yeah.
What's it?
Yeah.
And it's something, and then you go off looking for other things.
Yeah. Before then, it was just lager.
Yeah.
And then I had a Punk IPA, and I was just like, "What is going on?" Like,
I think I had Punk IPA, and so for me, there's two that started me: Punk IPA and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, both around the same time. And I'm like,
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is 40 years old now.
I know it's ridiculous.
It's mental, isn't it? But it's still perfect. It's still bang on.
And every now and then I'll go into the little Tesco's up the road and it's 3 for $5 or something. And I think, I'll have them. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was listening to a podcast and someone said they've been brewing it for 40 years this year. The Pale Ale.
I did that. That's Swiggin Steve. I don't know if you subscribe to Swiggin Steve and his beer reviews. And he did that thing for the 4 for £6. And which 4 would you pick?
Yeah.
Both Punk IPA and Sierra Nevada were in that pick because they were the beers that started my fascination with beer.
Yeah, that's it. If you go into a supermarket, you've got a few quid in your pocket and you don't know what to get, and there's Sierra Nevada sitting there, Pale Ale with a green label, just get it.
See, I actually preferred the Torpedo.
That's a hell of a beer, isn't it? I picked that up in Marks and Spencer's, but last time I went in there, they didn't have it.
No, so I don't think they do it anymore. Certainly, Marks and Spencer's don't do it anymore. That's about 7.4, I think.
Yeah.
But I remember I had that, and it's like, what's this?
Yeah. Liverpool, possibility of Tier 1 next week. Blimey.
Okay.
London's about to go into Tier 3.
Great.
So we're screwed. Will Martin, afternoon. Hello, Will. Hope you're mate. I'm loving that picture of yours. That's smart.
Some sort of sunset thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like an eclipse, doesn't it?
Or an eclipse, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I like that. Chris, working in retail, have to wear a mask 8 hours a day, and some people can't be bothered to put one on for 15 minutes. Shopping trip, yeah, it's not right, is it? The same.
Selfish. It's the selfish nature.
100%. 100%. I was having a conversation with someone who said if they offered them a vaccination, they'd turn it down, and I was like, why? As far as I'm concerned, if someone offers you a vaccination, you don't take it. As far as I'm concerned, you should be allowed to travel abroad and you should be allowed to use public transport. Because why should I sit next to someone who refused to take a vaccination when I've had to do it? And
also, I mean, you got these anti-vaxxers, and someone said something similar to us. My answer to that is, without vaccination, none of us would be here. Because all your parents have had these vaccinations over the years. We've had them: measles, mumps, rubella. All of these things, there's a reason. If you travel abroad, yellow fever, scarlet fever, all these vaccinations so what's the difference? Yeah. They
don't think about it. When you put that to them, they're like,
I don't want Bill Gates tracking me.
Because he talks about Bill Gates, just make some more software. He ain't got to care.
What about?
So many conspiracy theories out there, isn't there? Saw a couple of years ago, Frank Carter's a nutter, climbed up onto the seat in there and jumped to the crowd. I've heard Frank Carter's a bit of a madman. And he's not been in about 3 million different bands, Frank Carter. Frank Carter and the Slippery Seals and things like that. He's got like 1 million different bands, isn't he? NK Don's playing 12 pitches in a community hub of Milton Keynes Bowl, but the venue will still hold concerts. What, for 20 people? Idiots definitely don't. It won't be the same. I love the Milton Keynes Bowl. Such a good venue.
I've not been there, but I have heard it's really good.
Oh, it is brilliant. It is brilliant. Pain in the ass to get to. I had to
roundabouts.
I had to drive to Watford and then jump on the train because you're not going to go to a gig at Milton Keynes Bowl and not drink, are you?
No.
So I had to get like a taxi or a lift to the Watford station, jump on the train at Watford straight down to Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
So pain in the backside to get to. But just some great gigs I saw there.
Mm-hmm.
Really good venue. Jack, I have my mask on. It's the Ghost Ghoul mask.
Oh, mine, Star Wars masks. One's got Disney. Just pick someone that suits you.
Yeah, I got Tottenham Hotspur ones.
There you go.
I can think of. Job done. Don't like wearing them, but it's got to be done.
No one does, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Sitting on his Victorious festivals, that's in Pompey.
Victoria's Festival tickets, hopefully all good. Is that any good, is it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's grown a bit now. I've never been to one, actually.
Oh, right.
No, it got too commercial. I know Wanda went to one, didn't you? The Victorious.
Not Victoria.
Oh, she didn't go to Victorious.
We'll have to have a bit of that next year, son.
Mutiny. It
All
was.
coming
Mutiny.
It
Mutiny.
started and it was just a small group, a small amount. It was in Victoria Park. That's how small it was.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's getting bigger.
When it is quite big with Victoria.
Yeah, but the Victorious one now is huge.
So
Oh.
when you go and watch someone, you can't really see them because you're right at the back.
Yeah, when you're trying to go and see anybody, you can't see them because you're fucking miles away.
Sounds good, man. I just want to get out and have a beer.
Mm.
Can't beat live music, even if it's not your style of music. There's nothing better than a band. Watching a band with a pint in your hand. So
Yeah.
So true, man.
There's one staggeringly good brewery do one. Yeah, so we got the Warrior, HMS Warrior down here, and the other ships. But they do a festival called Warrior Fest, where I think they have live music and food, but they sell. There's breweries on there as well. That was obviously cancelled this year, but I've been discussions to get some tickets for next year.
Nice. Got to be on it. I want to get to the Great British Beer Festival. Yeah, if it goes ahead, because I love that one down at Olympia.
I've not been to that.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Just two enormous rooms.
Yep.
It's one of the best breweries in the world. It's just wicked. It really is good. Really is good. The one down in London.
Mm-hmm.
Pyramid and Wedgwood, Portsmouth. Awesome little venues.
Yeah, both great. I've seen all sorts of people in the Pyramids and sort of Wild Arts, Terror Vision, all sorts of Wedgwood rooms. I've seen all sorts of people in the Wedgwood rooms over the years.
Jimmy Guitarist, offer some Stella and treating myself to a couple of ESBs. Oh, why not? I've been after a keg. I keep trying to. I keep Fuller's website to get an ESB keg, and every time I go on, it's sold out. Cannot get one at the moment. Everyone's stocking up for Crimble, aren't they? It's meant to be fantastic as well. The keg version meant to be really good. So I'm really keen to get one of them at Christmas. Punk IPA, too flowery.
There is a floral nature to it. There is, and it has changed enormously over the years.
I remember the first time I smelt it. I couldn't believe the aroma. It just there was all this tropical fruit, and then you tasted it, and there was tropical fruit, just an absolute smash in the face of bitterness. And I was like, what am I drinking? Couldn't believe it. You know, it's just not that beer anymore. It's
just all grapefruit now.
Yeah. Is it more balanced now? Is that what bothers me? I kind of what I like about Punk IPA. It kind of went from one extreme to another. Now it's just kind of like, yeah, you know.
It could be a more balanced beer. It's probably a very good point because it was all about that hop.
It was the extremes,
the pine smash, all of that, and it hasn't got that anymore.
I can't appreciate the name, the Punk IPA. It was extreme. It was just like in your face, and that's what I loved about it. Whereas now, it's a very calm, balanced run of the mill.
And it's just drinkable. It's like Jaipur. It's not a million miles from Jaipur.
And a lot of people go mad about Jaipur, and I'm just like, life and death for me bashes both of them.
Well, the bitterness from life and death is always there, and it always kicks you right at the end. And I like that. I'm always up for that.
I want some now. I've got none in the house. I want life.
I've got to do my beer box opening. Let's see what's in that. I've still got the can of Buxton that I opened from the door last night, and I've got this. So I don't think Wanda's drinking because she hasn't been very well today. So
bless her. I'm on the Saint Pierre Belgian Blonde from Aldi. Is that the big one? Is that the big bottle? Nothing special.
Yes, the yellow one, the yellow label.
Yeah,
I quite like that. That's all right, actually.
I've not had them. I looked at it. For some reason, I'm just annoyed with Aldi at the moment, so I can't say too much. Doing my head in. They've had a shocking year for me. I'm well behind again. Jimmy Guitarist, leave a Stella on the shelf, grab some real beer. I still don't mind a pint of Stella Artois. Bit of class.
Chris the Butcher's favouriteest beer in the whole world.
I used to love Stella. Back when it was a 5.2%. That was the first stuff I used to drink in pubs, Stella.
Yep.
It's funny, isn't it? How everyone used to call it the wife beater. You used to get if you drunk it. I've just drunk a 6% black IPA. No one bats an eyelid, do they? No one cares, you know.
Well, I've got the Kingslayer in the fridge. It's 8%. You know,
no one cares. No one cares anymore, do they? If you drunk Stella, you're a nutter. Apparently, it's outrageous. Popped in Germany yesterday, and they had fudgel. It's not good, is it? I ain't been to M&S in months.
Oh, we went over the other day. Picked up. They've got a couple of good Macallan stuff in there. Together, something or better together or something. The one that Wanda bought me. That was lovely. Cracking. And they got a couple of others.
Are they Danish, McKellar?
Yes.
They're Danish. Yeah, I had their was it Stick a Finger in the Mud?
Yeah, stick a finger in the mud. Finger in the mud.
M&S. That was quite nice.
Hair in the mailbox or something. There's another one.
Yeah, hair up your bum. They got some
hair up your bum or something. Yeah. Finger in the dog or something. Whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Drink a beer and throw a tomato on the floor. Things like that.
Just madly named stuff. I can't remember. They got a couple in Sainsbury's as well.
Oh really? Sainsbury's is awful. They even got them like that. That came in last, the rooster and the salt one. None of them.
The one over here. When me and you and John went to Morrison's, there's a Sainsbury's about 400 foot further away, and I know it's closing down. I tell you what, it'll be no loss to anybody.
Yeah,
it's rubbish. Useless shit. Just no point being there, and it won't be for much longer.
A lot of the stores around my way are slacking massively.
Wait, mate, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go. We're gonna get sorted out.
Okay, mate. Everyone head over to Beer Wonder, 6 o'clock. They got their big Christmas show on tonight, which should be a lot of fun. So yeah, go and subscribe to Beer Wonder if you haven't already, and we're helping them out. We'll have a good laugh because I'm in the drinking zone now, so I've got to keep going. So
we'll appreciate it.
That's it. Well, let's go. We'll let him get ready for that, and we'll see you in a bit, mate.
Cheers, buddy. Catch you later.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, right. Simo Stouts is not far from Liverpool, but we are in Tier 3. Ouch. It sounds like we're about to go into Tier 3, to be fair. So I think it's going to get a hell of a lot harder before it gets any better, that's for sure. But as long as we all stay safe and keep doing these things and keep drinking our beers, we'll be all right, I think. That's my theory, anyway. Sierra Nevada Optimum. I'm after that. There's a website in the UK now that are selling a lot of American beers, and I will get it because someone sent me a link to it the other day. I will get it. But yeah, I've heard of the Optimum. So it's a good one, is it? Sharkcombe Brewing, I'm assuming. Going on that. Where is it? Beer Hop. Beerhop.co.uk. Someone told me about this website, and apparently they sell Sierra Nevada. Let's just double check. Sierra Nevada. Is it Optimum? Optimum, yeah, they got it. 10.6% ABV triple IPA. Woo! $5.75 a bottle from beerhop.co.uk. I'm gonna have to try that one out, mate. You convinced me. Vocation, life and death has always been hazy, but the batch I have at the moment has been crystal clear. So I hope they're not messing with it. That's a bit worrying. How does it taste? Personally, I don't care how it looks as long as it tastes all right. I'm going to stick my neck on the line here. I won't have a vaccination, thank you. I'm fit enough to do without it. My 96-year-old nan doesn't want it either. If you don't want it, I totally respect that. But at the same time, if I've got to have it, if I'm going to have it, and then I've got to then sit on a plane or a train or whatever next to someone who hasn't had it, I don't think it's fair. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion anyway. We're either in it together or we're not. I can't wear a mask. I have a sunflower lanyard on instead. Nice. Who we fancy for the Manchester derby? I think they're both as crap as one another at the moment. So I'm going to sit on the fence and say a draw. Man City on a day are incredible, but they've got no backbone at the moment. When they came to Spurs the other week, they were just void of imagination. Spurs just sat deep, pinged them on the break. It was quite comfortable for us in the end, which I wasn't expecting. And Manchester United are one of them teams who turn up one week and then the next they're absolutely awful. So I say a draw. Once things are back to normal, you guys will have to come down for the Newt Beer Festival. I'll show you how we drink in Somerset. You drink cider down there, don't you, Chris? Am I being cheeky? I love it down your part of the world, mate. Love it down there. Scott, you go to Victoria's, it's family friendly. That's good. Family friendly festival. Gives it a bit of a bonus. I checked out the Warrior Fest on well up for having a beer with you, Scott, next year, mate. I think we'll have to do it. We'll all have to meet up, see each other in the flesh and have a beer together. I reckon it could get rather messy. Citra, my favourite hop in the world. I love anything with Citra hops in it. I bought my dad a Punk IPA for Christmas years ago when it was still a fairly new beer. It still has it unopened in the kitchen. Oh my God. Imagine what that tastes like now. Probably better than the stuff they're selling in Tesco's. Try it, Chris, I dare you. Double Punk, great. What's the best stout on the shelves? Like Roaster Coaster, but I want to try something else. Talking of bands, have you heard of Masters of Reality? Have heard of Masters of Reality. But I don't think I've heard much of their stuff, though. Blue Garden from 1988. I'm definitely going to have a look at that one, mate. Good shout, Nick. Best stout on the shelves. Roaster Coaster is good. If you've got a Morris's near you and they've got it, pick up North Star that's a collaboration between Northern Monk and Lervig. That's a really, really nice stout. It's like vanilla and I always want the flavours were meant to be now. It's got vanilla. It's a slightly creamy stout, but it is beautiful. Lovely stout. North Star, it's called, that one. Really good. I think Punk IPA started what we have today. Loads more microbreweries and loads of great beer. Yeah. Like I say, for me, Life and Death by Vocation is kind of taken where Punk IPA left off and they've upped the level. It's a shame that Brewdog have kind of let themselves slip, in my opinion. I always think it's disappointing when breweries do that. They build something and they're quite happy to sacrifice it, you know. Annoying. Stella's okay. Tastes even better when it's free. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I still don't mind a Stella. I don't mind a Stella at all. If it's a good, in a can, I quite like a Stella. And if you go into a pub where it's looked after, I still think it's a decent lager. I've got no complaints with Stella. None whatsoever. Free Stella. I might do that if it's costing me nothing. Yeah. Free Stellas all around. What are you saying, Jack? Sort everyone out. It's all around, mate. When I started drinking Stella, I really could not drink much of that. 8 pints and I was asleep. Bloody hell, yeah, that's pretty good going. I remember when I first started drinking, I got to about 6 pints. I was anyone's. I was banging trouble after half a dozen pints of that. But it's still a good lager. We'll City all day long, never United. Yeah, you'd expect City to win, wouldn't you? But honestly, just going on current form, I really couldn't. I couldn't hand on heart say City will definitely win this because I think there's problems at the Etihad at the moment. I really do. I don't think everything's as it seems there at the moment. There's things going on. Phil, I saw it's a free Stella. Hey, from Canada, Rick Gilling. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you doing? How's Canada treating you? Chris, I'm up for Newt's Beer Festival. Yeah, I think we all are. We're coming your way, Chris, whether you like it or not, son. We're all heading your way. Jack, understand that. I won't be flying anywhere. If you're not fussed about flying anywhere, then you know what I mean. Each to their own. But I quite like travelling. I like to get about. I like to get on a plane. I spent the last few years when me and Abby go to Madrid quite a lot because she worked out there for a year, so she's got friends out there. So we go there quite often. Not being able to do that this year was really hard. It's kind of got something that it's become almost like an annual tradition, you know. Not being able to do that was a bit of a pain in the backside. But I like to travel. I like to get about a little bit, and being told you can't do that ain't the one. And I think if we're all going to get a vaccination and we're told that we're okay now, then I think those that refuse shouldn't have that same right. I don't think it's fair that we should be sat on a plane next to someone for 2 hours who could potentially have a virus that could damage her. You know, I just don't see how that's fair. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Hi guys, just checking in before I go to an undisclosed location to watch an event where people punch each other in the face. Sounds all right. Sounds all right. Not going to the AJ fight. Well, where's that being held? And are you actually going? That's pretty sweet. Can't be many people at that tonight, can there? Smurfit's fantastic. Sit in the field with a pint, listening to local bands. Always at least 100 different beers. Oh, sounds like heaven. Sounds like heaven. I've got to get another beer. Everyone's still drinking, I hope. I'm going to get another beer. Let's get on it. Wish you could get the Sierra Nevada Celebration IPA. Fresh hop, also worth a try. We don't get... It's a Celebration and IPA in general. Because I can get a bottle of Sierra Nevada Celebration 2020. Oh, it says it's a fresh hop IPA. But at the moment, it says stock coming soon, so that might not be the case. We might not be getting it, but I do fancy that. Celebration 2020. Just seen on the news that Scotch egg sales have gone through the roof at bars and clubs, so substantial meal then. Yes, I love a Scotch egg. Can't beat a Scotch egg. Right, next beer I'm on. This one is a Christmas one. It is from the Chiltern Brewery, and it is their Glad Tidings Winter Stout. And this one is coming in at... What's it coming in at? It's coming in at a sessionable 4.6% ABV. Chiltern Brewery are from Buckinghamshire. So I'm hoping for a nice malty, roasted malts, toffee, caramel. And seeing as it's Christmas, I'm hoping for a bit of winter spice in there as well. Looks the part. Let that settle. Life and Death, still good to be fair, Paul. Never really drunk with my eyes. Most beers look like custard these days, so you get all these tropical New England IPAs and they're just like a glass of custard. And they smell all fruity. I don't know. It's about the flavour. Chris, is it a camping event? Be good if it was. Just trying a vocation, Life and Death. Get stuck in, Phil. Love it. Love it. We should defo all meet up somewhere. I'll have my jab and travel. Look, man, I don't know. Look after yourself. Look after each other. If you're offered the jab, do it. Why not, right? Why not? Brewdog commercial moneymakers nowadays, yeah, definitely. They're definitely one of their companies where the success is, for me, has affected the quality of the product they're actually knocking out. That's my opinion anyway. Just my opinion. Yeah, grab a tent and a drinking horn. Yeah, man. Chris is all about the drinking horns. I need a drinking horn. I see him at the beer festivals, but I always feel like a bit of a Burke walking out with one. Stella is gradually turning into piss water nowadays. Is it down to 4.6 now? No way. I didn't know that. Last I saw it was 4.8. Moved over to Heineken. I still like a Heineken. Has anyone here got the Krupp sub? Anyone got that beer machine? The Heineken have got the license to that. The Heineken you get on that is incredible. That's the Dutch Heineken. It's not the stuff that we get over here. It's the Dutch Heineken. Tastes completely different. It's well worth a go. Love camping events. Cheers, Chris. We'll have to talk about it next year. Definitely. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of things, hopefully, where a lot of us can all get together and have a few beers and meet each other. It'll be the best lash up ever, wouldn't it? It'll be amazing. Wembley Arena. I may be going, maybe not. Can't really say on here as I'm currently in tier 3. Got to keep it on the D low, Bradley. How you doing? I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I can't grumble. I can't grumble. How are you, mate? You all right? Neil Long, you're in the mood tonight? I'm always in the mood, mate. I'm always in the mood. I just had to stop myself. Let's get stuck into this Chiltern, shall we? Glad Tidings Winter Stout. Cheers. Ooh. There's a bit of cinnamon in there. There's a lot of cinnamon in there. Blimey. Oh, bit of ginger as well. Striker Lights. That's rather nice. Goodness me. You've had them, what do they call them? Little German chocolate covered cakey biscuits. I can never pronounce, is it Le Butchken or something? I know I've just murdered the pronunciation. They've got like a gingery, spicy, cakey mixture in them. And they're usually covered in chocolate. I really hope someone knows what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm going to be coming across as right. But that tastes like that. That's lovely. Someone said that was brewed in Bavaria. I'd believe them. A German Christmas beer. I'd believe them. That's banging. What a lovely beer. Glad Tidings Winter Stout by Chiltern Brewery. Says it's an award-winning ale, apparently. I'm not surprised. That's really good. Really good. I'm off. Had a great evening. Thanks for coming, Sharp. It's still early in the morning there, isn't it? Was it about 9 o'clock in the morning your way now? Thanks for dropping by, mate. Really appreciate it. You have a good day. Went to Blackpool in the late 80s and had a session still at 150 a pint. Blimey, good old days. What a mess. I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Excuse me. I know, Phil. I'd get more ESBs rather than the Stella, but I quite like sessioning the Stella and then ESB as a treat. I was just saying earlier, Fuller's are selling the ESB in kegs, but they're really hard to get hold of. It's almost like every time they get new stock in, they're gone in like 24 hours. So you have to be really quick with it. But the 20 quid, oh my God, they're 20 quid a keg, Fuller's ESB. Every time I go on the website to get one, they've sold out again. So, yeah. Chris really wants a sub for Christmas. Fingers crossed. I got one for my birthday, the end of October, and Abby got me the set with the Heineken. So I got 4 torps of Heineken with it. And as soon as I pulled the first pint, I was just like, "Wow, this is proper Heineken." Just the whole mouthfeel was completely different. It was like really soft, but the quality of the beer is absolutely fantastic. But it's the proper Dutch stuff. It's all imported. Dutch Heineken. They got Amstel on it as well, and it's the 5% Amstel, not the 4.1 stuff that we get over here. It's just a completely different animal. It's really worth it just for that alone. Fancy Carner tonight. That is my favourite Weizen. Lovely beer. Fancy Carner for me tonight. A massive hop head, but just feel a little hopped out lately. Yeah, I totally get that, mate. I totally get that, Pete. Yeah, Weizen is just such an easy drinking, calm beer. And just, I love that kind of winter spice, cloves, orange peel thing, banana you get with it. And Fancy Carner's my favourite. I've always enjoyed it. I know people like your Erdingers and some might like your Weihenstephaners, but Fancy Carner's the favourite for me. The one with Friar Tuck on the front of it, innit? That's my favourite one as well, mate. Enjoy. Stella is now called ex-wife beater, I assume. Should be. It should be. I think it's harsh. Went up for a meet, Manchester or Liverpool? Manchester or Liverpool? Don't know. Well, Manchester's meant to be quite a good beer town, isn't it? Is Liverpool catching up? Luckily, you ain't got a wife. You won't be getting in trouble tonight. Craig Hatton. I don't know if you saw. I'm on one from the Chiltern Brewery. It's their Glad Tidings Winter Stout. I thought, if I'm going to sit here with this ridiculous hat on, I've got to drink a Christmas beer at some point, haven't I? Not long now. Not long now. How'd you pronounce it, though, Chris? How'd you pronounce it? Lebkuchen. This is what that tastes like. However you say it, this is what this tastes like. There's not much on the aroma. But goodness me. It's just loads of Christmas spices coming out of me. Cinnamon and ginger and everything. Slight roasted malt flavour to it. It's lovely. That's a really, really... I'm going to say that's the best Christmas beer I've had so far this year. And I had a really nice Belgian one the other night, and I think that's better than that. That's a lovely beer. We can still drink on call to 6. Definitely. Definitely. Evening, Thomas. How are you, mate? Lovely. We're talking. Good, good, good. Beer Dog reviews. We're talking. Lovely. Love Weissens. Belgian blondes. Yeah, I like a Belgian blonde. I like a Belgian beer. They kind of taste like Christmas beers all year long, don't they? What do you think? I back did my beer run. Let's get the party started. What are you drinking, Tom Stocks? Or can I just call you Tom? Tom Stocks sounds a bit weird. Phil Smith, he's back on the Purple Panther. That is a good porter. That is a very good porter. And what was it, like £1, like 9 pence for a bottle? It's a really good porter for that money. Really good. Dirt cheap and a good quality beer. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. This stuff, I went to my local beer shop and I spent about 50 quid on a load of Christmas beers. And I don't know if you watched last Saturday. Last Saturday I went through the Tiny Rebel Stay Puffed Christmas range for this year. Weren't all that. The Irish coffee one was nice. What was the other one? The mint chocolate one was different, but I don't think I'd drink it again. And the glazed ham one was just rubbish. Rubbish. Tiny Rebel. I think they're in danger of becoming the next Brewdog. I think I've said that before on here. I think they're in danger of becoming the next Brewdog. They've built up a name for themselves. Their marketing's really good. But I just think their beers are just starting to become a little bit underwhelming, if I'm honest. My opinion, anyway. 109, yeah. Yeah, cheap and really good flavour to it. Can't be bad. A range of Vocation. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Can't go wrong with Vocation. I think the only beer I've ever had from Vocation I didn't like was their... They've started releasing the barrel-aged stuff this year, haven't they? And I had the original barrel-aged stout, the first one they released, but it was aged in red wine barrels. And all I could get was red wine. And I'm not a red wine fan at all. If I drink wine, it's got to be white. Really not a red wine fan. I might have the odd glass at Christmas or something, but nah. But that's all I got on that beer was red wine. It was just really off-putting. Really off-putting. Now on the Rybacker. Oh, dear. Good luck, Pete. Is that a swear word now? Look, do you know what? I was really angry when I did the review. It was an emotional video. But when I've kind of had time to kind of reflect on it, it's not a terrible beer, but it was really good before, and now it's not. So it's hard to be positive when they've deteriorated a product so much. You know, for the sake of a few quid, it's really annoying, really annoying. But there's a lot worse beers out there than that stuff, that's for sure. So if you still like it, then doesn't matter what I say. Go and buy it. $2.99 for 4 cans of the stuff. It's a bargain. But in my opinion, it was an absolutely stunning Pilsner. Absolutely stunning lager, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was called a Pils, but it was a lager. It was a stunning lager for the cost. And now it's just not. It's just not. It's just a run-of-the-mill lager now, at best, if I'm honest. I think Aldi have had some seriously bad feedback off of it. So I'm not the only one who's had a pop at it. But yeah, it's disappointing. It is really disappointing when stores do that. Some of the torps are really expensive. Yeah, they are. I agree with that. It puts me off getting one. I'm the same, mate. It's funny. Every time I go on Beerwolf to find them, I'm always drawn to the ones that are like less than a tenner. I kind of fancied getting a delirium torp, and then I saw it was like $18.99. I'm like $18.99 for essentially 4 pints. It's not much of a saving. If I'm not saving money, I won't go out of my way to get it, you know. But when you can get 4 pints of Heineken, Dutch Heineken in particular, and 4 pints of Amstel at 5% for £9, you're laughing, because you can't get a pint round here for cheaper than a fiver of that. So I'm all over that all day long, and you can pour it from your own kitchen. Win-win. Almost picked up Purple Panther. Sometimes a bit dubious of cheap beers, but we're picking one up tomorrow. Yeah, give it a go, Chris. When are you going live next, Chris? Are you on tomorrow? Let us know. But yeah, Purple Panther's a good one. It's a good porter. I ain't got a bad word to say about that. Paul Tomstocks is a better name than Fiddle, mate. Won't mention that again. This beer is lovely. I should have saved this for Christmas Day. If I'd have known how good this was, I would have saved it for Christmas Day. I'm going to have to get another one. If anyone's looking for a really good British Christmas beer, that's the one. Chiltern Brewery's Glad Tidings Winter Stout. That is lovely. Really, really nice beer. Getting better with every mouthful. Tucking into a Lagunitas Daytime Session IPA. Very nice too. Very nice. Do like Lagunitas. Philip Smith had me in stitches for ages. Am I a fan of rum? I enjoy a rum every now and then. I'm more of a whiskey drinker when I'm not drinking a beer. I like a whiskey, but I do like a good rum. A bit of Old Navy, or what else have I had? Is it the Old Plantation one, the Jamaican one? I've had a couple of bottles of that in the past. That's a good one. Sailor Jerry, that's another rum I quite enjoy. I had a bottle of Dead Man's Fingers not too long ago. I say a bottle, I had a miniature. That was quite nice as well. Quite enjoyed that one. The Panther is good for the price. Yeah, definitely. It is. Really is. You can spend a hell of a lot more on bad porters. Chris, I thought it was a great name. I love Lidl. And Paul said something and I changed my mind. What did I say? Have to admit it, Manchester has the edge, but Liverpool is catching up with Glen Affrick. Glen Affrick, of course, yeah. Forgot about him. Neptune, Top Rope, they from Liverpool as well. Love Lane, Big Bog, Carnival. I've not heard of them. Not heard of those guys. Glen Affrick, they're a decent brewery. I've had a couple of their beers and been quite impressed. Chris saying Rhineback is just a standard lager now. Yeah, easy drinking but forgettable. I'd have been happy for them to put the price up and get the recipe the same. 100%. 100%. Been having this conversation all week. I said, if Aldi had just said, been honest, I said, look, we need to put the price up because it's costing us too much. We're going to have to. I'd have happily paid an extra quid easily. $3.99 for 400 or 500 ml cans. I'd have happily paid that. But they tried to pull the blanket over our eyes, didn't they? And kept the price the same and just completely destroyed the beer. That's what annoys me, is they've taken us all for mugs, and I just think that's wrong. Absolutely fuming at Aldi have ruined Rhinebacker. Yep. Hashtag bring back the backer. 100%, Ben. 100%. Agreed, everyone. As I said earlier, Aldi sort it out. Yeah, look, you do wonder. You do wonder if they're listening or reading what people are saying. You hope so. Because we're not all idiots. You know, when you drink a beer on a regular basis, you kind of build up a bit of a taste for it, don't you? You build up a knowledge of it. And when they change the recipe, do they really expect us not to notice? Like, seriously? It's like, how stupid do you think we are? That's the bit that annoys me the most, is that they definitely think that we're all idiots and we don't know a good beer from a bad beer. That's the annoying thing. If you haven't got a title, if you haven't got a job, you know, where you work in beer, or you're not someone who works for a newspaper or reviews beers, and apparently you don't know what you're talking about. And I think that's wrong. That's really wrong. I think Aldi have tried to pull a fast one, and I think they've been caught out. And I'm not expecting them to go back on it and change the recipe back anytime soon. But it's going to cost them. They're going to lose some money from sales from this. I've no doubt about that, because I certainly won't be buying it again. I haven't planned another live. We'll be thinking of one soon, though. You'll have to come on, Paul. Oh, of course, mate. Of course, I'd love to. Let us know, and we'll sort something out. We'll do something. I've got a few more Christmas beers. If you've got any Christmas beers, we'll do a festive one. I know they're really expensive, but the Gandalf IPA on a sub is not bad value at $9.99. I've seen that one. Is it good? 7.9%. Blimey. £9 delivery charge puts me off. Yikes. Then if you buy a few talks, don't you get a bit of a saving on the delivery, Neil? Philip Smith, where did you get that winter beer? That's the problem. I bought this one in my local beer shop. Literally beer shop in St Albans, but is there a website? Is there a website? Doesn't appear to be. They're on Twitter though. Oh, there we go. www.chiltonbrewery.co.uk. So have a look at their website, see if they got it on there. Honestly, I really recommend that. That has got to be one of the most festive beers I've ever had. In terms of winter spice, that's full of it. I promise you, no word of a lie. That tastes like Christmas in a beer. That is really, really nice. Wasn't expecting much. I know they're a solid brewery, but I wasn't expecting much. I buy a lot of these Christmas beers every year, so I try and get myself into the spirit of things. And I get so disappointed with so many Christmas beers, but this has restored my faith. Glad Tidings Winter Stout by Chilton Brewery. Go on their website, chiltonbrewery.co.uk. I really recommend you order yourself a few bottles of that. It's lovely. Really is a nice tipple. It's going down a treat. There's so much ginger in that. So much ginger and cinnamon, winter spice. I can't get over it. It's lovely. Glen Affrick from Birkenhead, not Liverpool. Neil. God, Neil. I thought that was Scottish when I first saw the name, Glen Affrick. I thought that was somewhere by a lock or something, you know. Philip Smith, I'd like to know too. Looks a fantastic beer. Yeah. chiltonbrewery.co.uk. That's, like I say, obviously you guys are all up and down the country, so I couldn't say, yeah, come to my local beer shop and get it, but because you're not going to do that. But yeah, go on the website. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. That is a beautiful Christmas beer. Really nice. End of the day, Aldi will lose sales on the beer. Jokes on them. 100%. 100%. If they think we're stupid, then you'll see how quickly their opinion changes when they start losing the money. Right, mate. Going to watch the derby. Come on, City. Good luck. I'm wishing you luck. I don't want City doing anything, really. I'm getting bored of Man City now. Enjoy the game. Got a box of Mad Squirrel beers from Beer Nuts. I love Mad Squirrel. They're one of my local breweries. What ones did you get, James? They've just launched 3 new stouts. Was it yesterday? Yesterday they came out, I think. Love Mad Squirrel. Love them. They're Hop Fest. They're pale ale, 3.7%. It's one of my favourite beers. One of my go-to beers. I've never had so much flavour in such a low ABV beer as that. Stunning beer. Excuse me. I've tried 3 or 4, and they were all average winter beers. Which one did you have? Which ones did you have, Phil? Sorry. Do you know if Rhinebacker bottles have changed as well? I know they've changed the ABV, Darren. I know the ABV in the bottles was 4.8. And they've gone down to 4.5 now to match the stuff in the cans. So I would only assume that the beer they're putting in the cans is the same stuff they're putting in the bottles, unfortunately. But worth a try, though. I might do that. I might go get a bottle and double check. Because the ABV's always been 4.5 in the cans. But yeah, if they've changed the ABV in the bottled stuff, I can only assume they're chucking in the same gear in the cans, which is a real shame. A real shame. But like I say, Aldi have tried to pull the wool over our eyes and pull a fast one and think that we're all stupid, and we're not. We like our beer. We know our beer. We know what we like. Why treat us like we're idiots? It's bang out of order. Not had a Mad Squirrel beer yet. The one you reviewed when you were in Cornwall looked great. I've forgotten which one I reviewed when I was in Cornwall now. Most of them are really good. In particular, their Hopfest Pale Ale is stunning. Their Native Hells is beautiful. Their Big C West Coast is a stunner. Always really good. And they do some really good limited edition ones as well. They just released a smoked lager which I really like. And they've also released a double West Coast IPA, which is an absolute belter. I think Beer Crony Reviews recently reviewed that, so go check him out. But it's a stunning beer. I've had about 3 of them. I need to go get some more. Really good double West Coast IPA. Aldi's losses, Lidl's gain. Exactly. Head down there, fill your fridge with Perlenbacher. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. I like Perlenbacher. I reviewed Rheinbacher and Perlenbacher against one another about 6 months ago. And Rheinbacher just edged it. But Perlenbacher, even I have to say, it's a fantastic beer. Now it's no contest. Now Rheinbacher have changed the recipe. You'd be silly not to buy Perlenbacher over Rheinbacher now. I miss going to the pub. Yeah, in tier 3 over here. Oh, that sucks, mate. That's not the one. Going to the pub, not going to the pub rather, it's been horrible this year. Not being able to go. I think someone said earlier what it has done is just made them stay at home and drink better beer. Certainly me. I can certainly say that for myself. Not going to the pub just means I'm not sitting there drinking bang average Amstel and bang average Stella. Instead, I've been experimenting with my beers and trying different styles and things like that. You know, there's good things that have come of it, but not being able to go to the pub and see your mates is devastating. I've really missed that. Not being able to have a chat with your mates. That's where this has been good. This is why this is good now. Being able to sit here, enjoy a beer, and chat with you guys now. I'm loving it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving talking to you guys. I'm loving the interaction. This is a really good replacement, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if I'd swap it full time, but I've really enjoyed it. You only get free postage if you order 8 subs. Really couldn't afford that in one hit. That is a bit cheeky, isn't it? That is a bit cheeky. To be fair, I've not put an order in yet. There's the one I got it with 4 torps, and I had 3 pretty quick, and I thought I better save one. But I've got a sneaky suspicion. I'm hoping Abby's not watching. I've got a sneaky suspicion I've got a few torps on the way at Christmas Day. I hope so anyway, because I really want to get battered. Smoked lager sounds fantastic. It's really good, mate. It's really good, Chris. Go on the Mad Squirrel website and order. If they've still got it, hopefully they've still got it. It was a limited edition run, but it's called Smolder. 4.8%, I believe. It's a really crisp, really refreshing lager that tastes like bacon. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Really, really nice. Double West Coast IEs, Pete. It really is, mate. Again, so I say the same to you. Go to the Mad Squirrel website and order it now because it ain't going to hang around. It's a double West Coast. It's called Sapwood. I've got one. Bear with me. Bear with me. Sure, I've got one somewhere. Yep, got one. Sapwood West Coast double IPA, 8.5%, and it's an absolute belter. Dark green. I've kind of gone for the army colours with this one. Dark green can. It's brilliant. It's just a brilliant beer. If you like the West Coasts. Really good beer. But Mad Squirrels make fantastic beers. They're pretty consistent. I enjoyed the Mad Squirrel Sumo. Yeah, you can get that one in a couple of supermarkets, can't you now? Sumo. That's a really good, decent. Is it American? Is it American Pale Ale? That's how I describe it. One in the red can, in it, Sumo. It's a solid beer. And I think you can get Roadkill. Their Roadkill New England IPA. I think you can get that in some supermarkets as well. Again, solid New England IPA. Mad Squirrel have a few pastry stouts on pre-order on their website. Yeah, I'm sure they came out yesterday. They were doing something where you got the box, you got 3 stouts and a glass. You got one of them glasses that you kind of hold in your hand. That's a really crappy way of describing it because you hold every glass in your hand, don't you? One of them ones that doesn't have a stem on it, basically. One you hold in your hand, but it's ideal for a stout because you don't mind a stout warming up a bit. I think they were charging like 30 quid for it. It's like 3 stouts and a glass. And I was just like, it's a bit of a Mickey take as far as I'm concerned, but they do some lovely beers, really do. If Rheinbacher is a no-go, Now, what is the best lager to buy from the supermarkets? Such a good question. Such a good question. Depends how many you want to get. I think if you want to go to the supermarket and buy a box, buy a good quantity of beers. I've always enjoyed San Miguel, and if you go into Tesco, apparently you can get the Spanish San Miguel, which is still at 5.4%. You can buy a pack of 6, and I think they're about a £5 or something. Pack of 6 cans in San Miguel, 5.4%. I've always really enjoyed San Miguel. Never had a problem with San Miguel. And you say you can buy it in crates, which is always convenient. Otherwise, Warsteiner, Kronbacher, solid beers, solid lagers. Warsteiner, Kronbacher, and San Miguel are the first three that pop into my mind that are readily available. They're the ones that I will probably be going to for me. I had a weird thing with Virgin Media earlier. My contract ran out, so the price has gone through the roof for my services. So I added Sky Sports and saved 30 quid. Been with them years. I've got Now TV, but I don't have Sky Sports. But what I have done, I started up an Amazon Prime thing the other day. I've got Amazon Prime for the next month, 30-day free trial, which I might stick with. See how it goes. But Amazon are playing two rounds of football this month, so I'll get a load of free football matches, which is nice. Phil, this is a new pub for me, Paul. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. This is my pub. We've got to think of a name for it, haven't we? We've got to think of a name for the pub. Any ideas? Answers on a postcard. Craig Hatton, caught me out. What did he say? Glenn Afric, yeah. Caught him out from Birkenhead, not Liverpool. I'm definitely drinking better beer being at home. My channel wouldn't exist if the pubs hadn't shut. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. It's horrible, but I've made some fantastic mates because of it. Yeah, this year is. I speak from my perspective. This year, my channel was absolutely exploded. I did a video on New Year's Day, and it was I was reviewing a beer, and along with reviewing a beer, I was saying thank you to everyone for subscribing my channel. I just got to 200 subscribers. I just got to 200 subscribers, and now I look back on that and laugh because I'm like, I've hit over 1,500 subscribers in the last week, which is absolutely mental. And there's no way that would have happened if the pubs hadn't shut this year. So that's kind of one of the few good things that's come of this year is how well the channel's done, and luckily that you guys have, like me, you've got a love for beer and an appreciation for beer, and we seem to be on the same we seem to be on the same wavelength in terms of conversation. So yeah, Chris, you've kind of come on at the right time. You know, it's just good to have more people talking about beer and people are actually being sound of mind talking to you. You know, it's good. I'm enjoying it. Sumo is in the box, but can't remember all of them left. Out the way. My birthday Wednesday. So your birthday Wednesday, James. Happy birthday for Wednesday, mate. I don't normally look after customers unless you're new, then you get a discount. Right. And the only reason I save money is because I upped the contract. Yeah, we've had that a couple of times with Now TV or Sky, where we've made a complaint about the broadband signal, and all of a sudden they take like 10 quid a month off of your bill. And you're like, yeah, that'll do. Nothing over 6.5 in my box, but sure they're all good. Yeah, doesn't matter about the ABV. I got a beer 52 delivery in this morning. It's all Polish beers, and I was going through it. I was trying to pick a few out that were sessionable, and I think I've still got 10 bottles left in the box. I think I failed massively. They're all massive ABV beers. The Polish are crazy. That was my arm, not my bottom. I promise you. chilling out on Divide and Conquer. Divide and Conquer. Is that a Call of Duty thing? I know beer. Oh my God, what am I on about? Divide and Conquer by Vocation. I'll get my head around this in a minute. So I've had a couple. Divide and Conquer. Yeah, that's the is that the pale ale? Divide and Conquer. Is that the blue one? Call of Duty. Selected Morrison's have Sumo and Roadkill, £3 a can. Yeah, bargain. Bargain. Really good beers. Really good beers. God, well beyond the comments. Sorry, guys. Perlenbacher Lidl for the price, mate. Yep, definitely. 8 times 330ml cans for 5. Spanish San Miguel, that's it. And yeah, it's lovely stuff. It really is good. Last time I drank the Spanish San Miguel, I was in Menorca, and we had an apartment right by the beach, and I was sat on our little balcony, and I worked my way through a crate of them, and Abby came out and said, "Right, we ready to go out for dinner?" And I was like, "Yeah." Half cut after working my way through some of them, but it's lovely beer. Yeah, if you got a Tesco near you that's selling it, they're in the little cans. They're not that little. They're bigger. But 330ml cans. It's a lovely beer. That'd be the first lager I'd go out and buy right now, if I'm honest. So yeah, Ben says it there. 8 times 330ml cans for a £5. Spanish San Miguel. It's well worth it. Lovely beer. Chris, when the pub's open, please keep your channel on. Oh God, yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah, don't be running off. Need to keep us going. Just had a Heineken after having the Vocation beer. Love and hate. Bit of a downgrade. Yeah, Love and Hate is a bit special. It is a bit special. That's my go-to IPA. Is Love and Hate. I think it's an absolute belter. Amazon Prime is great if you want to watch Vikings. I've always fancied watching Vikings and never managed to kind of sit down long enough to get into it. What did I watch recently? I watched Barbarians. Has anyone seen Barbarians on Netflix? That was quite good. It was in German, so it was subtitled, but I quite enjoyed that. Finished a bit abruptly, I felt, but I quite enjoyed it. I'm going to have to check out Vikings. Home Bargains have got stock of Bitburger at the moment as well. Lovely beer. We haven't got any Home Bargains around my way. It's probably like the one shop that we don't have around here. Seems like everything but that. Pub name, the Lowell Inn. Can't do that, can I? I hate people who say the word lol. You know, people actually say it in person to you, you know, rather than just laughing. They'll look at you, go, lol. I was like, you plonker. What is wrong with you? The lol. We need a much cooler name than that, Chris. I can't call me boozer the Lowell Inn. I'll never live it down. It's got to be the Fire Dragon Inn, something like that. It's got to be double R. We love you, Chris. We do love you, Chris. We really do. Best beer tuber out there. That's why, Paul. Wash hands. Cheers, Philip. Sadly, no Lidl near me. That's a pain in the backside, isn't it? The lockdown has brought people together. One good thing that has come out of this. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's got me chatting to you guys, which I'm very thankful for. That's a shame, Darren. Good beer. Good price, mate. Oh, Christmas. God, let's just taste Christmas. Chris, the Lowell Inn. I'm going to put a pattern on that. Phil Smith, I ain't going nowhere. Everyone needs a beer reviewer that looks like an angry metalhead but sounds like a middle-class vicar. That was the first time I heard Chris's voice, man. The first time I heard Chris's voice. I think I actually said to you, didn't I? I was like, I wasn't expecting that voice to come out of that face. Just didn't make any sense to me. I thought it was going to be like, all right, lads, we're drinking a beer. There's nothing you can do about it. But it was nothing like that. Really calm, really soft voice. I was just like, what? Mental. But we love you, Chris. We love you. Chris, you have the voice and hair of an angel. He does. It's true. It's a true story. You really do. Paul, no. The dangling Wurzels. And that's more like it. The dangling Wurzels. That's a great name for a boozer, isn't it? Just going for a swift one at the dangling Wurzels. I love that. I can see it now. pub called the Dangling Wurzels with some lights hanging down in front of it at night and that. The Dangling Wurzels. I'd have a cheeky few in there, definitely. Called it NLID. What? What? I've lost you there. Work that out, Paul. I can't work it out. I've had too many beers to start working stuff out now. Help me out, Phil. The bearded head in. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? That's not too bad. I think Dangling Wurzels is winning at the moment. Since lockdown, I'm drinking more at home. I'm noticing I'm tasting the lager now instead of just throwing it down my neck, trying to get sloshed. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the thing with when I talk to people. I don't talk to people in person about my channel very often because I always feel like they're going to take the mick, you know. So why are you doing a beer review? Like everyone knows me down the pub knows I used to just go in there and just neck, you know, a dozen pints of Stella and have no questions about it. But it's true, when you take your time with a beer, really taste it, you pick up so many different things, you know, so many different flavors, and then you start exploring different styles and all that. You know, I recommend everyone does it. I really do. If you like your beer, just explore, because you could end up loving it. They never live it down in. They never live it down in. There we go. I'll never live it down. God, the amount of people that probably left the pub saying that over the years. Oh, I'll never live this down. I'll never live this down. No, I've said it once or twice. The Dangling Wurzels. Well, I know that, but I wasn't going to say the other one, was I? The Swinging Gulads. How about getting down to the get-in? How about going down to the get-in? The get-in. The get-in. That's not a bad one, is it? That's not a bad name. Tommy's back says, might challenge myself to a Vindaloo tonight. Go on, son. Go on, son. You know it makes sense. I fancy a Vindaloo now you've said it. Anyone got any snacks? I've had a few beers now and all of a sudden I'm getting that. I've still got a bit of that pig in blanket there, but I wasn't really very impressed with that, if I'm honest. Waited 2 years to get hold of that 2 metre long pig in blanket, and now I wish I hadn't bought it. The faucet in. You call it the stingy eyes in. Curry in the eyes in, something like that. Scott. Beer Wonder's back in the house. Right, Scott is on in 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to give it another 3 or 4 minutes so that everyone's got time to get themselves another beer out of the fridge. Get themselves over to Beer Wonder. Giant Watsits. Giant Watsits. Scott's got some fans in. Beer Wonder, I'm sure there's something on tap at the faucet in. Definitely. Definitely. Oh dear. I'll take this moment just to thank everyone who's actually tuned in this afternoon. Help the channel out. Help me out. Help me murder a lazy Saturday afternoon. Couldn't think of too many better ways to spend it than this. So tempting to remove someone being a moderator, but as he said, bollocks, we are here to have fun. Yeah, I've sworn a couple of times now, haven't I? Trouble is, when the pubs reopen, the same old choices of beer are there. Yeah, back to Foster's and Carlin, I suppose. John Smith's and Guinness, all the best. Yeah, I won't be rushing out, but you got to go to the pub and see your pals, haven't you? And unfortunately, with that, you get bang average beer most of the time. You know. Scott's come down with the doodahs. Are you getting nervous, Scott? Are you nervous that you're going live in front of the millions this evening? Is that what's happened? Is that what's happened? I think he's getting nervous. Are we all in agreement that we're all going to go over to Beer Wonder and give him like a massive audience and just hail him with abuse? I think that's our plan for the evening, right? Keep drinking beer. Give Scott loads of abuse. Be nice to Wanda though, because she's nice, but Scott's a pain in the arse. Give him as much abuse as you can. Get a bell to ring last orders. I need a bell, don't I? I ain't got a bell. I could do that. Last orders, please. And that's usually when everyone in my pub goes, bog off. We don't say bog, obviously. Thank you, Paul, for the entertaining session. Thank you, Phil, for being part of it from the off, mate. You've been here since we first opened the doors. You, sir, are a machine. On our way, Scott. You're still streaming. Sounds like you and Wanda are struggling. Lovely afternoon with mates. What more could you want? Nothing. Nothing. It's as good as it gets. As good as it gets. Agreed, Chris. Yeah. Been an enjoyable few hours. Cheers, Paul. Thank you, West Yorkshireman. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I'm off to see Scott and Wanda next for sure. Definitely. Well done, Phil. Phil Smith is saying, be a wonder for the masses. Excellent. Excellent. Darren Thompson, thanks very much. Enjoyed it. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed it. Time, ladies and gentlemen, please. Yep. We don't get that round our way. It's just like, he lost orders in. You're horrible lot. That's usually how it works. Once again, if you're looking for a really good Christmas beer, and I do mean Christmas beer, Chiltern Brewery with their Glad Tidings Winter Stout. Definitely saved the best till last there. I'm going to be drinking mostly Polish beers this evening as I watch Scott, because I've got my Beer 52 delivery and they're all Polish. But there you go. As I'll be working my way through them. Where's Abby going? Abby's gone out with her pal this afternoon. She's gone out with her mate. Hopefully she's gone out buying me Christmas presents. It's better be anyway. Cheers all. Long live Rhinebacker. We have good memories of it. We have good memories of it. One day, you never know, we might get it back. Who knows? Better than crap TV? Yeah, I think so. Is there anything on TV on a Saturday afternoon anymore? Don't think so. I don't think so. Right. We've run out of comments, so we're going to leave it there. So I want to say thank you again to everyone who's tuned in this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. You've really made the last 2 hours and 50 minutes or so really good fun. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, everyone head over to Beer Wonder and check out their Christmas special this evening. I will be back next Saturday in some shape or form with a live. I'm not sure what we'll be doing yet, but I'll keep you posted. But I'll definitely be back next Saturday, hopefully with Abby. We'll see what happens. But yeah, head over to Beer Wonder now. And until I see you guys again, you take care of yourselves and enjoy your beer. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.